sent to burn. Nowadays they've been calling, telling me soon gonna be my turn. Head down, walk with reason, know that when the daylight dies, I'm gonna have to face my demons. Life of sin and a life of lies. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down.
Welcome to The Descent. Who would like to do the recap?
I can do it right quick.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to read off the wiki page here. It says that Second Company's investigation leads them through Insight Park, where we found several of the bodies and looked at their stuff. We went to Ed Mao's home and then the place where Eugene was staying. Then we went to the Low Lantern Tavern, where we encountered Vanthamper trying to sell some papers to some refugees. After that, we headed to the Elf Song Tavern to meet with Tarina, and we heard the haunting song that usually plays, followed by a different version, which is dark and haunting and foreboding, and tells the story of Elturel and the Hell Riders fighting hoofed feet creatures outside. After that, we go to the Blushing Mermaid to find the dog, where we interrogated this scoundrel about the Golden Horn Tannery, where the murders are occurring, and we got some good information that basically leads us to believe that the Cult of the Dead 3 is indeed behind the murders.
Very good.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, we ended on a long rest last episode, so you can get your long rest in if you have not already done so. The descent, right, with like flaming sparks flies by, and then it fades to black, and we fade back in. The morning in Baldur's Gate. The morning sun rises over the rooftops of Little Burrow in Heapside. This quaint neighborhood consists of just one narrow cobblestone street lined with modest homes and apartments, each slightly smaller than the human-sized buildings surrounding them. The circular doorways, lower windows, and carefully tended gardens give the area a distinct halfling charm. Despite the modest means of its residents, Little Burrow exudes a warm sense of community. We see children play in the streets, neighbors chatting over garden fences, exchanging gossip and produce with one another. The warm aroma of freshly baked goods wafts from Pip's Pastries, a cozy bakery nestled on the corner of the main street. The bakery features a stuccoed facade with a charming wooden sign that depicts a steaming pie, while a colorful awning shades the wide display windows. And we see Tanis, dressed for the day, on his way to meet with the rest of the Second Company elsewhere in the city. However, you do pass, or are now standing before Pip's Pastries. What would you like to do, Tanis?
Well, Perlette asked me to pick up some bakery for goods for dinner, so I suppose I should just go ahead and get this over with.
Okay. So you head inside. As you head inside, there was a halfling man who has like a bag of baguettes, I guess, and he's exiting out the door as the bell rings and you walk in. And behind the counter, there is a halfling woman. She's in her early 20s. She has red hair that goes in 2 braids down the side. She's a little bit of a bigger girl, and she has freckles all over her face, and she looks like this. And when she sees Tanis, she squeals. Tanis! She runs around the bar, around the counter, and nearly tackles you with a hug, Tanis.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Jane. It's, yeah, I am alive. It's good.
I was just so worried about you when I heard something bad happened in Elturel. Perlette came by yesterday and told me you were back. Look at you!
Yeah, it's fine. It was really no big deal. Just bad things happen all the time. I just kind of got caught up in the middle on this one, so nothing to worry about.
She catches herself in like an extra long hug and sort of pulls away and, bashfully sort of rubs her foot into the floor. Well, it's really good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be home. Just Perlette wanted me to pick up some fresh bread for dinner tonight. She's making carrot soup.
Of course. Sure. And she goes back behind the counter and she begins rummaging through some stuff. And she said, it is good to have you back in Little Burrow. When you're around, I always feel a little bit safer.
Well, I mean, I am, flaming fist, so that would make sense. It's kind of my job. Never really off duty.
This is so awkward. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. So, she will say, she'll take the bread, and then it's like as if something hit her. And she'll say, oh, that's right. I helped Pip this morning make up something special. Just for you.
What is it? You know how I feel about surprises.
It's Pip's hazelnut cookies. I know you love them.
I don't know who told you that, but
well, I think Perlette said something, maybe.
She just likes to send me down here, to be honest.
Well, would you like them still?
Well, yeah, I love hazelnut.
Okay. And she goes back to the back and she'll get the cookies and the bread and she'll sort of push them onto the counter towards you. I think the bread's like a copper piece.
That's fine. And I'll just be like, do you happen to actually, I know you guys don't sell these things, but do you happen to have a mixing bowl by chance that you could spare for a few coins? She broke hers.
I think I can get that for
I can
you.
stop by the market if not.
No, I can, I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, if not, it's no big deal. It's just right
there.
No.
I'll go check right now. And then there's this just awkward Tanis just standing in the armor, sword.
Looking at the brownies.
And then she'll come back with a mixing bowl and she'll just say, here, this is the extra one. Pip said you can have it.
I can pay for it.
No, please.
No big deal.
Perlette comes in here all the time. He said it was fun.
All right. Well, thanks. She, broke hers just recently. I think I said that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're all right, and I hope you enjoy the cookies.
They smell delicious. I will. Did Pip make these?
Oh, I helped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure Second Company will enjoy them along with me very much.
Tanis?
Jane?
I'm sure you have a lot going on right now with the city in such rough shape, and she like looks down and kind of looks at her feet. I was thinking, maybe sometime soon, maybe we could go for a walk sometime. Maybe to Inside Park.
I was gonna say anywhere but Inside Park.
Oh.
But if I'm free, maybe in the next few days I'll swing by.
Her
Here.
face
What
is
time
like
do you get off?
illuminated. At like around 8 or so.
I'll let you know when I'm coming. I won't just
That would be
surprise you. You know how I feel
wonderful.
about surprises.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love that. I mean that's fine. It would be really cool if we did that together. Just you and
Yeah.
me.
Let's do it. We'll
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy.
I do have to get going.
Yeah,
August
of
will
course.
ream me out if I'm late.
No, please. I don't want to hold you up. Yeah, please. I'll see
Thanks
you
for the
soon.
cookies. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
of
absolutely.
course. Yeah.
See you around, Jane.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks again for the mixing bowl too.
No
Pearl, I will
problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah. As the door jingles closed, there's like a like she's like so stoked. That was beautiful.
Fucking time.
Please take an inspiration.
That was fucking brutal. I'm ready for my break already. Let's break. Let's all take.
Dude, I cannot believe how awesome that was. Okay, that was exactly what I wanted. Please take an
You
inspiration.
said you wanted awkward.
That was perfect. That was perfect. That's exactly how I imagined it was gonna go down. So we pull away from that, and we get another overhead shot of the city. And we draw in on. I assume you guys said you wanted to meet. So let's just say this: August. Where did you take Second Company? The rest of Second Company this morning. Where was the meeting spot?
I guess it would have just been the Eastway station.
Station? Okay.
Because, most of us are already there.
All right. So I guess we can draw back in on the party collected at the Eastway 5th station. You're like in the barracks or something. Yeah, sure. Oops, I should do that before. You are?
All right, so good morning, everyone. We're arrested. We're good for today. Nothing came up. All right. Believe the plan was to go to the Bureau of Land Parcels and their respective owners.
Shut the fuck. You would memorize that.
So, yeah, I think we'll do that. Check on the records for Golden Hide. And I'm expecting what we find there might influence our decision, so plan for what we'll do after that.
All right, that's the plan. All right.
Any input?
Any input?
Guess we're just looking for some sort of paper trail then. The BOLPATRO.
I think it's BOLPATRO, actually.
But before we leave, I did bring something that might help us all out. And Vin will get out this little satchel. It's wrapped in almost like wax paper or something. And she opens it up, and there is this assortment of looks like dried baked mushrooms. And she'll be like, these mushrooms, they're good for the heart. Think it'll help if we get ourselves into any trouble. And it's just her the temporary hit points.
Okay.
Everyone can still get. And most mornings, I'll just write off that she will probably bring that so everyone can get the temp HP. It's 2 temp HP.
Okay.
How long does it last?
The whole 8 hours, or hold on. Let's see.
Is this part of the chef's feed or the cook's?
Yeah, the chef,
something?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
think it actually doesn't explicitly say.
Did you guys end up switching it to the
Not
inspiring
yet.
leader?
Not yet. We gotta talk about it. I just keep forgetting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do that. I actually
We'll do it next
I was
week.
trying to look for the feat and I just completely forgot
It's
the
okay,
name
buddy.
earlier.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you will go over it. We'll talk behind the scenes to get it handled.
I think 2 temp HP is fine for level 2 though. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So.
Sorry, these cookies don't really go good with mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You guys want some?
Where did you get cookies, Tanis?
My mom sent
Those
me,
look
my
pretty good.
foster parents sent me to the bakery. So,
I'll try one.
oh, here.
They're pretty fucking good.
Very sweet. It's good.
You have any mushrooms that taste like this?
I can put some more sugar in them next time. Maybe that'll fit the surface tastes more.
In Heapside, there is a busy street known to the locals as Clerk's Row. It is home to many lower city branches of civic and administrative buildings. Now, you will note that the head offices would be in the upper city, but you have a feeling that you are probably good to go to Clerk's Row and find what you're looking for at the lower city branch. Here you will find the tax collector's hall, the registry of births and marriages, the merchant licensing office, and the Bureau of Land Parcels and the respective owners. The Bureau of Land Parcels shares a building with the Office of Civic Planning and Development. The structure is a plain stone building, practical and unadorned beside a flag that has the symbol of Baldur's Gate on it. A wide set of stone steps lead up to 2 doors, each marked with a simple wooden sign. The sign bears the names of their respective offices in neatly printed letters. And you would like to go into the Bureau of Land Parcels and the respective owners? Very good. Upon entering, you are greeted by a long counter, behind which... Well, there we go. Behind this long counter are rows of sturdy wooden desks, each occupied by clerks busy with their tasks. Large shelves and cabinets line the walls, filled with rolled-up maps, scrolls, and ledgers. The long counter before you separates the public space from the work area, where clerks can assist visitors with inquiries or submitting documents. 4 clerks man the desks, 2 of which are busy assisting other people.
So yeah, I'll just go up to one of the clerks that's not occupied then.
Sure. You approach a elderly, bespectacled, half-orc woman with white hair that looks up towards you, almost displeased, as she adjusts her glasses chain. Good morning. How may I assist the... And she looks you up and down. Flaming Fist today.
Good morning. I am Gauntlet August Elderfire, and we came here in search of evidence as part of an investigation. We need some records for one of the commercial buildings in town, a tannery by the name of Goldenhide.
If you are here to inquire about the ownership of commercial properties, you'll need to fill out a commercial property inquiry form. It's standard procedure. She'll pull out a form from beneath the desk, slide it across. Complete this form with the necessary details and return it to me.
All right. August will patiently start filling out the form.
And don't forget, the commercial property inquiry form has a 3 gold processing and filing fee.
That makes sense.
All right, so do you want to try to fill out this form?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not too Byzantine.
So we have just like the party, which is like a fucking big dragonborn lady in armor, and this fucking dude with a bow on his back, and sword guy, and armor lady, Vin, and you guys just August filling out a form. So it's actually pretty simple. You do need information on the name of the one making the inquiry. Okay, so you need to put your name on there. Just that's standard procedure. And the reason for the inquiry, as well as the address of the place and the district it is located in.
We know the address.
I think the halfling told us at least where it was. I don't think got the exact address.
So it's in Brampton. Just don't know the exact address.
They must have a list of tanneries in Brampton. Surely we can look it up.
Bureaucracy.
You would have to fill out a list of tanneries, look up inquiry form with
Oh
a
my
3
God.
gold processing fee.
Dude, what are you, Chris? You work in the government. This is like right up your alley.
God, I play D&D to get away from my real life. This is way too close to home, bro.
Are we at the DMV right now?
Yes. All right, I will be fair and say, for the sake of brevity, no. You know what's funny? Send somebody to go find the fucking address.
Please, just send me.
All right. Go find the address of Golden Hide if you can. Don't get close to it. Just maybe ask around. Or that's an even worse idea. Stick to yourself. Keep your head down. Find out what you can.
I'm trying to look at my notes about what who was the half-elf informant we talked to?
Halfling and Tarina.
Oh,
Halfling.
Tarina.
Good luck tracking her down.
A tannery west of Cliffgate called Goldenhide.
Yeah, it's in
Okay.
Brampton.
That's where I will go.
Okay, so you head off. I really, really badly just want a scene of all of the rest of you in your armor sitting on a bench. It's like an old lady with her paperwork waiting in line. They're calling ticket numbers.
Imagine it's like a really dramatic montage, dun, 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 close up of him filling out one box.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so London. Would you like to know, would you like to just go find this place, or would you like to try to find out the address before you get there, by asking around?
I mean, this whole ordeal is so unfamiliar to London, having registries of land ownership. It's pretty out of his elements. If there looks hey, here's where you can find information, booth or guy, he'll go. Otherwise, he's pretty content to
Okay.
get out of here and figure it out.
Make an investigation check.
Investigate the world. 17.
You find it pretty quickly.
Damn.
I pointed it. It's already on the map, actually. You find this place, and I'll give you a brief description of it, and then you can return with the address.
Okay.
Where is it? Goldenhide Tannery is a squat square building that resembles a sturdy warehouse with a cobblestone foundation and weathered wooden walls, with few iron barred windows and a reinforced double door. Nearby, several smaller structures surround the main building. These outbuildings are used for storing products, raw hides, and various supplies. Piles of pelts and stacks of wooden crates can be seen throughout the yard. The entire facility is surrounded by a sturdy 10-foot-tall, spike-tipped wrought iron fence. Excuse me. The air around the tannery carries the heavy, pungent scent of acids, treated leather, and animal hides. Let me show you a handout of this building. Here you go. It's a little rundown. But you have retrieved the address.
How scalable is this wrought iron fence? Like, it looks like we can kind of just hop it fairly easily here.
It is 10 foot tall.
Okay, so not
Not that-
impassable.
I mean, yeah, but it's spiked at the top too.
Before I leave, can I do a quick perimeter sweep? Does it look like there's one area that's like maybe not as guarded, or like
There are two 20-foot wide gates that lead into the compound, one to the north and one to the south. And there is only one large warehouse double door that leads into the main facility. That's it. There are no other entrances into the facility itself.
Noted. Okay.
Make me one more investigation check. Maybe I'll tell you one more thing.
An 8.
Okay, that's what you get. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, it's guarded. There's guards.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's guards. And there's people working, going in and out of the buildings and stuff like that. But there are these really just like bulky looking dudes in black cloaks. They have maces in their like tied to their sides. Some of them have shields. There's like 3 at both gates.
London will definitely be making kind of a mental note of all this to relay it back to August.
Okay. Do you return?
Yep.
Okay. You have the address. You give the address. Oh, you return. We just see everybody sitting. Dun, 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 filling out the paperwork. Dun, 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 dun. I thought that was really funny. So you have returned to August, and you have the address. I have it. It's somewhere.
Cool. How's it going in here? Actually, looks like you're working up a bit of a sweat there, August.
Listen, there's a lot of boxes to check on this thing.
Yeah, he'll kind of report back everything verbatim. Here's the address, and here's what I could kind of capture at a quick glance. Mostly confirming, I guess, what we knew about how heavily guarded and like not easy to penetrate it is.
The address, by the way, is 47 Stern Post Lane in the Brampton district.
Is this all we need for our forms then? Can we get the information now?
Hopefully. Probably should have looked at the second page before I sent you out.
Why do we need a drawing of the property?
This is the kind of Monty Python humor that I'm here for. So you guys, you finish filling out the paperwork. You return it to this half-orc woman. She scans it over. Oh, it's a 3 gold processing fee.
I'll put 3 gold down.
Okay. She will carefully put the gold in the box, the lock box, and give you a receipt for it. And she will go over the paperwork. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. And she gets up from her desk and sort of slowly shuffles into the back room where there are scrolls, bookcases full of scrolls and all kinds of stuff. And she begins going through them.
Now I know we're playing a fantasy game, but government workers doing something in 5 minutes. There's no way that's...
Just praying to Denier that there's something here.
After, a couple minutes, it's more than 5 minutes, she returns with a document. And she sort of slides it across to you guys. This will need to be returned to her. This isn't like a copy for you. But this is it. Property, I'm going to have to read it for the thing. So, property record for Golden Hide Tannery, Brampton District. Property address, 47 Permsos Lane. Okay, we did that. Current owner, Yignath Abner. Ownership date, 1494, 16th Flame Rule. Status.
Less than a month ago.
Less than a month ago. Active commercial use, and then in parentheses, tannery. Previous owners, Marican Dunn. Ownership period, 6 years. Transfer of ownership. The property was acquired by one Yignath Abner through inheritance as stipulated in Merkin Dunn's will, who bequeathed the property and all its assets to Abner after Dunn's murder. And owner number 2, Baldur Tarmuk. Ownership period, 12 years. Transfer of ownership. The property was passed to Merkin Dunn through a... No, that's a different person. It was supposed to be... Oh, yeah, to Merkin Dunn, yeah. Passed to Merkin Dunn through a private sale by reason of by reason of financial difficulties. Third owner, Jorlin Pike. Ownership period, 15 years. Transfer of ownership. The property was sold to Baldur Tarmuk following Jorlin's passing. Property details. The property includes a main tannery building, an attached cellar, storage outbuildings, and a secure yard. No significant renovations have been recorded in the past decade. Property taxes are current, with no liens or disputes noted. This document serves as an official record of ownership and historical transactions for the Golden Hide Tannery property. It's notarized by the seal of Baldur's Gate, and the notary signed it, Cornelius Bleak, notary of the Bureau of Land Parcels and their respective owners.
I hate that I have to ask this. Is this a real office in the United States? Like, does this thing exist?
What are you talking about? The land parcels and fucking their respective
we're
owners?
a bit more ergonomic with our acronyms.
Is that based on something real? You guys just...
I don't know. Yeah, you can look up property records of people.
Yeah.
You have the Bureau of Land Management. That's kind of close.
Yeah. I mean, you could go to someplace and look up, like, shit. You have to, like, put in air queries, I think, sometimes.
No,
Sure,
I'm able to look up my property and every property around me just by going to, like, Milwaukee.gov and typing in the address, and it just tells me who the current owner is and, like, the past 5 owners as well.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
can
I
find
used to
public
just
records
give
pretty
out
easily
phone
online.
books.
That's true.
But the, like, BOLPATRO itself, that's like... Oh, that's not like a real title.
No, that was Will was trying
Okay.
to think of what something would be
That
called.
was literally... I love how you're taking it seriously, because that's my kind of fucking humor. Like,
I don't know.
I thought that was so funny that I canonized it and took it very seriously.
Well, if Famric does indeed own the place, he's definitely covered his tracks well by way of murder.
Yeah, I mean, bequeath to a will after a murder, that's the most suspicious thing I've ever seen.
I really don't want to do this, but I'd like to see that will. If it was drawn up 2 days before his murder, but I do not want to do that.
This Yignath fellow, does that name ring a bell for anyone?
Never heard it.
Are the Abners like a merchant family or anything? There's just
They're not a patriarch family you're familiar with, that's for sure.
Could we search to see if these Abners own any other property? Without paying another 3 gold.
Oh yeah, every time.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's why the I like really looked into it. Like, I took it very seriously. That's why there is such a steep fee for it, is to keep people from just fucking doing this all day long.
I mean, my first thought was this was an anagram for something, but I can't come up with anything. Yignath Abner.
Well, if there's no paper trail, don't suppose we have any legal way we can get in this tannery, do we?
I mean, we're Flaming Fist.
It's a general suspicion enough to just break in doors and start seeing what's going on.
As my understanding as a player, yeah, like
Yeah, we don't
what
even
good
need,
is a search warrant in this city?
I was gonna say we don't even need a warrant. I think
you do need a warrant, but
oh, okay.
I mean, if you guys want to just be like, we're Flaming Fist, you're gonna let us in and you're gonna answer our questions, that is totally reasonable. But like B&E, not so much.
Sorry, I was looking up something in the notes. Did you say that we wanted to do this at Goldenhide?
Yeah.
I feel like Tanis would be very against that idea. I feel like it's already a liability that we put Gauntlet Elderfire's name on a piece of paper that we are looking into Goldenhide. We just made a paper trail.
Yeah, we should move quickly now.
Oh, what's the plan then?
Do we put on our civilian attire and use London as bait? That's the only other plan I feel like we had.
I mean, with the fist the way it is and the loose evidence, we have to say the least. Well, maybe let's not discuss all this here in the open.
Upon reflection, I want to put out there, you're not entirely wrong. Like, if you did just kick the gate down and started fucking racing hell, it's gonna be like,
if we find something, we're good. But if we don't find anything, then it's gonna be an
Zodge
issue.
is just gonna be like, God damn it, you fucking turn on your back, you know. But not really, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like you broke some rules, but you got results, you know. So it's not totally unreasonable for that to be a thing, because you're right. Like, you could just totally kick the doors in and be like, we're in a fucking flaming fist, bitch, and just, you know.
But we've got to be very confident.
That's all I'm saying.
Doesn't matter how confident we are, we gotta be right.
Yeah, you're not gonna go to jail for kicking down the doors. You are the flaming fist.
I did just have another idea.
Please.
It's not my favorite. We don't have to use London as bait. If there's a letter at the dead drop site that the dog was supposed to be watching to deliver, we could use him. That's risky, and he'll most certainly get his throat slit when they discover his betrayal, but that seems like a risk Ophelia is willing to take.
For some party members, not others, though. But
We can get that lout to agree to do it.
oh, I thought you were gonna send London in for the dead drop. My mistake. Yeah, throat slitting.
Yeah, I find it very unlikely that the dog is going to do that for us. Unless we give him a mansion in the upper city. Even then.
Joking aside, he does have our word that we're going to try and keep him safe. For the time being, anyway.
He's safe in his cell for now.
I don't love the idea of kicking down the door to a cultist headquarters.
Why don't we pretend we're buying some hide or something? Do some disguises, like you said.
Would a tannery sell to the public? Or perhaps we'd have to go under the guise of merchants or something then. When I was there, did it look like people were like buying shit there, or they're just like making the
It
hides?
looks like a shipping facility kind of thing. Like, yeah,
Right.
they make hides, but it's not like they like. It's not a store. There's
No, storefront, yeah.
Right. The business is probably done elsewhere or through letters and stuff like that. You know.
It's like a factory essentially.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, all these other plans are more time consuming. Because, yeah, we could maybe look into merchants who do business with them. You know, getting in that way. Be a delivery team. And would take us time to ingratiate ourselves with a merchant, find a merchant that's working with them.
Or we could follow up on the Abner lead. Try to find out where this Yignath is staying. Have a few questions, but I feel like that's getting awfully close to the belly of the beast, and that'll also certainly tip off someone.
What is the downside then of just knocking in the door for wrong Zodge will have our badges? Is that it?
Well, the big downside is they kill us all.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on that part of it.
It did seem to have a number of armed guards, though.
Where's Big Smile when you need him?
I was gonna be like, I don't know how to react in this situation. I would know what Big Smile would do.
We can take him.
I mean, knocking down a door and killing some fiendish guards is not exactly a bad idea in my books. We just have to make sure we actually survive it. I hate to say it, but our first idea of sending in a decoy, it's not the worst, I guess.
By means of London being bait, you mean?
Or somebody who's looking for those services, you know? A scared, desperate...
Oh, you mean like the
survivor.
Amric route? Like going towards Amric? Because the tannery is not like
guess.
connected to Amric, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, final say is yours, Gauntlet.
Going to or in the tannery is just far too dangerous. I think we're left with having to investigate the murder plot and going in under the guise of someone with connection to Hellriders.
The only reason I don't volunteer myself is because I've never been a good liar, and I'm sure they would sniff me out almost immediately.
I have to admit, my interactions with other people have been fairly few and far between. If there's another among us that's more comfortable with those social parameters.
I mean, Tanis and Ophelia, you two are better able to remain calm under pressure than some of us.
Pretty good at lying when I have to.
I've never had much taste for lying, which means her deception is not very good. But we do what we must. If we're the best for the job, then so be it.
So, we want to go the Amric route, try to pose as poor refugees who need papers. All I have left is the sword bequeathed to me by my great-great-granddaddy who was a Hellrider.
That's it.
A sword and a Hellrider's badge, perhaps?
We do have those.
Daylight's burning. And, I'm gonna get found by the Flaming Fist soon if I don't get refugee papers to keep me safe from you all kicking me out of the city, so...
Maybe let's get you properly outfitted for an undercover mission. I mean, we're going to be close by the whole time. You got the earring. So you'll be able to call out to us. You know, the second things start to look more dangerous than you bargained for, call us in. We'll find out another way to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, well, knowing them, they're bringing me in there to kill me, so that's going to have to be very quick. But I don't see any other way other than just kicking down the front door, I suppose. I don't think I own any rags, so we'll have to stop by a dumpster on our way there, but shouldn't be too hard.
I can put something together for you if we happen to come across raw material.
And if you can, like, I don't know, sew a dagger pocket on the inside of the leg or something, just for safety.
If I have my pendant on me, I actually do carry a dagger in there, so I can retrieve weapons very easily. No need for sneaking that in.
Sick.
Oh shit, and if things really go bad, we'll run in, grab the pendant, and get the fuck out of there.
Tanis, are you sure you want to do this? I have no doubt you're the most equipped to do the job, but just thinking of your foster parents.
Well, I've seen you try to lie.
It's admittedly not my strong suit.
I definitely can't keep a straight face talking to Amrik. Can't be me.
I'll be fine with second company on my back.
How many times can we use the earring of message?
So, I have decided to fuck with the rules of the earring of message, and I'm glad you brought it up. I was waiting for a good time to bring it up. I have decided that they can work like a walkie-talkie just indefinitely, and I don't really give a shit.
So no more charges?
No charges and no action to use it.
Oh.
So it's just a telepathic bond now, kind of.
Basically, yep.
But you still have to talk out loud.
Yes.
If I'm wearing a wire.
I mean, I don't think he can. It's the message spell without an action, right?
Yeah.
So you still have to be like, activate.
Yeah, you do still have to put your finger to your ear like an FBI agent in the movie.
Exactly. We're gonna be a little flimsy with the rules on it, just because I think, like London or Tanis used it in like the Knoll fight, and you just used it freely, and I was like, why can't they just do that? So I think it should just work like the ones that they did in Critical Role, where they're like, we use the earrings, right? So I think that's how it works.
Are we keeping the range of the message spell?
Yes. Yeah, it's basically like a message spell,
Yeah.
but it's free. You can just, there's no action cost to it.
For people who don't read the book on their leisurely time, can you remind me what the range on a message spell is?
Wow.
120?
Take your
120,
inspiration back.
Yeah. All out. Wow.
I just assume that Brendan just like knows it, 'cause he just like reads the books just for fun.
That's true. What am I gonna? I'm not gonna deny it.
That's funny shit. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, 120 feet.
All right. We should be fine then, anywhere within the vicinity of that place.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, perhaps do we want to go to Vin's or somewhere to get you into proper attire?
Just stop by the fifth station and I'll just drop my uniform off there.
Sure.
I imagine we can acquire some rags somehow. No, actually, how do you do that?
As we're walking on the street, I look for a beggar and I give him a silver for his cloak or something. I don't know.
It's gonna cost you more than a silver, chump.
There's little shit on that cloak.
Yeah, it's my shit.
All right, we're gonna find another beggar.
In this economy.
I mean, they might need some cleaning, but there's been a lot of no names at the morgue recently.
You can find a beggar. He's keeping his pants on though. He'll give you some raggy shirt and your coat or something, and you can just figure out the pants situation.
And hopefully you still have that Hellriders patch.
Badges, rings, and a vial of poison if it comes to it.
Is there anything else you need? Perhaps we hold on to the poison for now, but the other two, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bigger issue is offloading some of the stuff that would make you very obviously not a refugee. So, and any fist insignias, any weapon bigger than a knife, armor.
Jewelry. although-
Why do I imagine that Tanis has a flaming fist tattoo?
I was just gonna ask that.
Why do I imagine he's one of those military guys that's got like his fucking rank and
Like in
shit?
boot camp, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Literally, like 2 months after I hit the fleet, I got this. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I really just think that Tanis has a military tattoo. So you're gonna have to cover that. It's probably on his back or his chest or something. Well, otherwise you're good.
All right.
All right. You guys want to head to the low lantern?
Well, Eastway Fifth Station.
You already went. I mean, you can go. It's easy.
Oh.
There's no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, we can just handle it. I don't really, unless you want to
Sure.
get into the details of the Eastway Fifth Station.
Just to hear that sonnet that Jack's been cooking up.
He's still working on it. You haven't seen him because he's been cooped up in a room, working it out. Every so often, when you pass by his bunks, you just hear plung, 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 plung as he's trying to figure out how to play the lute. So you you go to the low lantern. Oh, and Tanis, you look like a fucking beggar, basically.
You look like shit, and I mean that in a good way, Tanis.
Not the greatest compliment. So I'm not wearing armor, so my armor class goes down.
Yep.
Not cool, but acceptable.
Is it weird that we're showing up straight at the low lantern? Doesn't Petra feed these people to them?
Oh, yeah. They said they met that dwarven lady right outside the gate, right?
Like, how would you have gotten into the city?
There are refugees in the city.
Oh, okay.
You've seen a bunch of them on boat, rumor.
Oh, right.
And they're like in the street. They only shut the gates like 3 days ago.
True.
It's been
Right,
open for
yeah.
a 10-day. So,
Hmm.
that's why they're kicking refugees out, right? Okay. So did you want to do the Petra thing, or did you want to go to the low lantern? Either is fine.
I suppose low lantern if we're already in the city.
So you came off a boat this morning or yesterday morning and you heard some rumors around the docks?
Yeah, that easy enough cover.
Okay. All right. Low lantern. I have that right here.
I'll also just toss a guidance to Tanis before he heads in for what little good that'll do.
Okay. So Tanis is going to head into the low lantern. However, what are the rest of you going to do /be/ what's going on with you guys?
There any windows we could like try and get a
There are
like a porthole or something?
there
It's like a
are
boat,
on the
right?
first deck. And Amric
Yeah.
is usually found in the lower deck, which is below the water level.
Maybe if I could keep an eye at least the first one and get eyes as far as we can,
Sure. You can try to
as
float
like inconspicuously as possible. Obviously,
Okay, make a stealth check.
let's try that. 14.
There's some people around. It's kind of foggy around the low lantern. Reminder, the low lantern is a ship that is permanently moored to the dock with a like stairs that go up to the main deck. The rest of the tavern is inside of this ship. Okay, so we got London sort of posting up nearby, like where he can sort of peek into the windows ever so often. Everybody else?
Yeah, I guess I'll
No good.
yeah, try and find like an activity or like something I can do that will, like, if somebody sees me, I'm not like crouched behind a barrel, like staring at this bar. I'm just like trying to blend in more naturally than straight up trying to hide.
I need you to describe that to me.
Yeah, it's also the difficulty of being fully dressed like a flaming fist.
Right. I could rationalize it if he weren't, but
so
it's a dock, so there's people
there'd be,
around,
like-
there's refugees and stuff coming off the
Maybe
ships,
there's
going
like
on ships.
there's like a
Yeah,
stack
I'll-
of. So good.
I was just gonna say I'll go around and start like going around asking refugees for papers, like something that a fist would be doing around this area,
Okay.
but not really giving a shit about whether
Just
they got
looking
papers
like
or
you're
not.
doing that.
Yeah.
Cool. Would the rest of the party be accompanying, or that would be Ophelia and Vin?
Yeah, staying close by, like maybe just like poking around crates or, some idle activity.
Well, speaking of crates and stuff like that, if there's like there's maybe a little bucket of the proper size, or like a crate perhaps, either one of those, Vin will like poke a little hole in it, and when no one's looking, she's gonna try to like climb inside.
Make a stealth check.
Okay,
Metal
for
Gear
the
Solid in
well,
this?
I was expecting you to say that, so I'm gonna use this then. Hold on, so I can get where is it? A regular stealth check. Hold on, let me post it.
Is it Flash of Genius?
No, it's the deep gnome.
Oh.
Yeah, so instead of the disadvantage I get from my armor, it's just
You just fucking
flat roll.
scramble inside of this crate. That's fucking sick. Okay.
All right, let's see what we get on this. It's still, yeah, so I guess the 14.
14. Yeah, okay. All right. You poke a
Good
hole in
enough.
this, you take a little drill out and drill a little hole in the side of it, and then pop in real quick. Smells
Yeah,
like
she's
fish.
got like a bunch of like little random tools, and she's just
Yeah.
like zzz, zzz, goes in.
Pop inside. You guys look around where the fuck has been. All right, so we're gonna pull to the map, but I'm gonna put all the characters where they need to be. Oh, actually, this is pretty accurate. Okay. All right. Let's just say, you guys are there. London. No, Tanis. There we go. You walk up onto the main deck. The carcasses of the dead seagulls are not there. But there are 2 new ones. And a raven claws at you from the crow's nest 40 feet above you. Do you enter into the tavern proper?
Yeah, I'll pull my cloak around my neck a little tighter and just kind of duck in there.
Absolutely. You make your way onto the first floor. This floor is the bar, basically. It's the tap room. You find yourselves in the main ship tap room. The room is dimly lit by hanging oil lanterns, and the smell of salt water and ale permeates the air. The captain, what's her name? Moira Thundreth is her name. She greets you. Hello there. You all right?
I don't know. I've been in the city for 2 days now, and I was told that the Flaming Fist are kicking us out. I met some other refugees that said there's someone here who could maybe help. I don't have much to offer, but I don't know. I'm just starting to really get a little worried.
A cross look covers her face. You're probably looking for Amric. You're probably looking for Lord Vanthamper, is what she'll say. Obviously, she wouldn't call him Amric. You're probably looking for Lord Vanthamper. He's down on the lounge floor.
Oh, Thank you. If I had anything to give, I would. But I can give you my thanks.
She just shakes her head.
I'll head down. Thank you.
All right. You head down to the tavern lounge. Boom. It's right there. You find yourself on an entire deck dedicated to a more relaxed atmosphere. The lounge is windowless, and a bar stretches across the port side, lined with stools, and tended by a dark-feathered kenku. In the stern, a pair of velvet couches flank a well-worn coffee table. A grimy human holding a crossbow is standing on one side of the port, and a dragonborn, red-scaled, with a big sword, I think, or an axe. I'm not sure. He's armed. Stands on the opposite wall. Sitting on the couch, going through paperwork, is a dark-clothed nobleman with slick black hair and like a sharp goatee and mustache.
All right. I'm gonna pass right by Clink.
Yep.
And head straight for him. And as I approach, I'll just be like, "Excuse me, are you Lord Van?"
Before you finish your sentence, this grimy-looking dude who's standing with the crossbow, he just puts a hand on your chest and so not pushes you hard, but pushes you back. And he says, "State your business with Lord Vanthamper."
I heard that he's able to help refugees who need papers so that I don't get thrown in with the rest of the people out there.
The gentleman who is sitting on the chair, the couch, will stand up, and a little fairy dragon, blue fairy dragon, crawls up his shoulders, and he will push aside and say, "I do apologize for Voltus here. He was raised in... Wait, where was he raised? I thought he was raised somewhere. What's the one that's above Cliffgate? Tumbledown. He was raised in Tumbledown, and it shows. How can I help you? I am Amric Vanthamper, son of Duke Vanthamper, at your service."
Oh, thank you, my lord. No apologies are necessary. I'm sure that this is very... I don't know how to say. I'm seeking help. I just arrived here within the past day, and I'm worried I'm going to get thrown out. And I heard that you had helped other refugees who sought asylum within the city, and I was hoping...
Are you out of breath, son?
It has been a long day. I rushed here as soon as I heard the news. I've been trying to avoid any flaming fist patrols.
What is your name?
Okay, time out. I would have came up with a cover before this.
Absolutely.
I need to think of a cover right quick.
Yep, you would have done it on the walk here for sure.
My name is Ajan Num.
Okay, make a deception check. This is for your whole spiel so far.
Hey yo, natural 20 for
Holy
26.
Shit. He will say, "Well then, come and have a seat, my boy. Let us discuss business."
I'll go take a seat.
Now, clearly, you are in need of some assistance. You're seeking a fresh start in this fine city, are you?
Well, just anything. Yeah, I have nothing left in way of payment, but just being able to stay in. I've seen the conditions outside Basilisk Gate. I don't want to get thrown in there. There's disease and hunger. At least here, I can beg.
Well, unfortunately, my services do require a consideration, if you will, a small sum of coin. I may not be able to assist you otherwise.
I can pay you back. Whatever I get in bags, I can give back to you. I don't have much in the way.
A loan, perhaps?
Yes, yeah, I could pay you back in time.
I do think that we can do business, my good boy. Now, you see, in Baldur's Gate, it is crucial to have proper documentation. Official papers are required for all refugees to gain residency and access to the city's services, but you do not have to worry any longer, because I have a close connection with someone in the Bureau of Immigration and Residency. While the official offices may be rather slow, or shall we say less accessible at the moment, I can certainly expedite the process for you.
Thank you, my lord. That would be most gracious of you.
I will have to take out a loan, which is a service I also offer to those in desperate need.
That fits me very well at the moment.
Very well. Let me quickly draft up a little bit of documentation for this loan, and we will move forward after which.
Of course, yes. I'll wait patiently.
Okay. He is going to write you out a loan for 50 gold pieces. His services only cost 30 of it. He just thinks he's going to give you a nice head start. The rates on this thing is fucking ridiculous.
I'm sure it
and
is.
also, like, you have a good feeling he's going to break your fucking legs if you don't pay him back. So, this is definitely some illegal shit. Like, you, as a Flaming Fist, are being given illegal services as of right now.
Part of an investigation. My hands are clean.
No, yeah, definitely. You know, he is definitely incriminating himself right now. However, he will get that out to you. Get it to the table. All you have to do is sign. All you have to do is sign.
Oh, of course. I'll take the quill and I'll write in just like really bad cursive Ajan
Cool.
on there.
Very good. Very good. Now, this refugee documentation, to ensure that it is thorough and precise, I will need to ask you a few detailed questions about your background and lineage. It's all standard procedure, I assure you, just to make sure everything is in perfect order.
Of course.
He will, next to him, he will pull out a valise, and from it, he will draw these really nice pieces of vellum parchment, and he very carefully spreads them in front of him, right? Tries to keep them a bit secretive, right? Like, he's not, like, maybe he'll set it on his lap, right? But he very carefully holds these pieces of paper like they are going to fall apart at any minute, is how he feels about it. Why don't you make me a perception check to see if you notice what's on these papers?
Yeah, I was going to ask to do that anyways.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Not great. That's a 9.
Okay. All you can see on it is a bunch of colored images of shields that appear to have, like, different symbols on them. Like, it's a bunch of them. And he has, like, 6 or 7 of these scrolls that he rolls out and sort of sets in his lap in front of him. And they each have, like, dozens of different coat of arms on them.
Okay.
And as he looks them over, without really paying you much mind, he pulls out another piece of parchment on the table in front of you and is going to write on it. He says, what was your surname again?
Num. N-U-M.
Did your family possess any notable lands or properties in Elturel?
Yes, we had a home there. My great grandfather purchased it with his earnings. It's been in the family for 3 generations now.
So I would ask for another
Generations.
deception check. However, you rolled a natural 20 earlier, and I'm gonna let it slide because that was crazy
Nice.
good. So like I wasn't expecting that. It's good. Let's just roll with it. I feel good about it. He believes you that much that he's not gonna go into so much detail about like does he trust what you're saying. Okay. He will say, "Are you or were any of your relatives members of the Hell Riders?"
Well, yes, Granddad was. That's how he managed to pay for the home. In fact, his badge was actually passed down to me, and I carried on me as it's one of the only things I have left. And I will like pull out the badge and just like kind of hold it up for a second. It's the only thing that I care for. I managed to grab it before I escaped the city.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Oh, of course. Just please, you will give it back, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and I'll hand it over.
He looks it over with a skeptical eye and tosses it, slides it back to you. Could you provide the full name of this Hell Rider relative?
Yes, his name was, I'm sure Tanis would be a lot better than Will, so I'll
Sure,
think of something on the spot, like, Scrollum.
Scrollum. Perfect. Scrollum Numb. Scrollum Numb.
Scrollum, it's
Numb.
half elf, lineage. It was from actually,
Absolutely, yes, I
from my
totally
father's
understand.
side.
My name is Vanthamper, so...
I'm literally just looking at my keypad. I got numb, I got scroll lock, I got home.
Do you
He
know...
has scrolls in front of him.
Do you know... Oh, the scroll's in front of him. Yeah, that's hilarious. Do you That's what happens is the camera goes on the scrolls that are in front of him. You're like, scroll them. Do you know approximately when they joined the Hell Riders and for how long they served?
Well, yeah, he joined when he was a lad. That would have been close to maybe 150 years ago. It's 1492 now. I think the math works out. I don't know. Tanis is, like I said, probably better at this than I am.
Sure,
so.
absolutely. No, you're doing fine. Do you have any idea what this relative's armorial coat of arms look like?
Say that again. Sorry,
The coat of
name
arms.
distraction me.
It's okay. He wants to know what the coat of arms look like. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, it was your general shield, blue in the corners with white, with a gold filigree around the edges, and a single sword down the middle, piercing the head of a dragon's neck.
He begins searching through these papers that he has sitting on his lap. And you said your great-grandfather was Hell Rider, right?
Well, yes, this was his badge. That's where.
He skeptically continues to look through the papers that he has in his lap. Very well. Did they achieve any particular rank or status within the Hell Riders?
No, unfortunately not. He was just your basic rank and file, worked in the city guard.
Very well. Were there any notable or peculiar family traditions or stories passed down related to their service?
I don't believe so. There is we don't really know if Granddad was just a little delirious in his old age, but he used to tell us stories of fighting trolls, I believe it was. I don't recall.
He will roll up these vellum scrolls in his lap very carefully. And he will place them back into the valise, and he will pull out a bread book. He'll flip through a couple pages, take some notes in his book, close the book, replace it. And then he will say, "Thank you so much for your cooperation. You have been so very helpful." And he's going to pull out from this valise a basically almost fully filled out refugee paper, and he sets it on the table. And he will say, now these are official refugee papers. I've managed to secure some blank ones, pre-notarized by a friend in the Bureau of Immigration. It's all above board, of course. We just want to help those in need during these difficult times. And he, like, fills in your name and fills out the date and all kinds of shit. I think he's going to post-date it. Like, you'll notice afterwards that he, like, dated it to before the office is closed. This paper will provide you with the documentation needed to enter the city and access its services. Please keep it safe and present it to authorities if asked. It's my small way of ensuring that those who have lost so much can start rebuilding their lives.
Thank you, my lord. This is most gracious of you. This will stay with me.
Where will you be staying in the city? I may have someone who can get you a place to rent while you are here.
Well, that would be great. I found a cardboard box. No, there's probably not cardboard. I found an old barrel that I was just sleeping in last night behind a building.
Oh, no, that won't do at all. Absolutely not. I have just the thing for you. There is a dwarf woman. She's outside the Basilisk Gate in the outer city, and with this refugee document, you will be able to enter in and out of the city proper. However, she is where? Where is she? Her name is Petra. Petra Keendelver. She usually holds court in the Stabled Stallion, a tavern, if you will. He sort of kind of rolls his eyes at that. In the outer city, in Stony Eyes. I'm sure she can provide you with a place to rent inside the city.
With the gracious sum of coin you gave me, I assume that I would be able to afford a meager residence somewhere.
Of course. Now, I will need that paid back within 10 days.
Oh. Well, if everyone in this city is as gracious as you, my lord, then I am sure that I will be able to find work, and begging should be able to come up with some amount of coin to give you.
Of course, I have no doubt in your abilities, my strapping lad.
Thank you, my lord. This is incredibly kind. I can't believe how gracious the people of Baldur's Gate can be if you just ask for something.
I couldn't agree with you more. And he gives you just this, like, just fucking shitty smile. And he'll extend a hand out for you to shake. And he's just got, like, rings all over his fingers and shit.
Perfect. I'll reach out and I'll grab it and, like, two-hand, thank you, like, little bow in there.
Yeah. He nods at you. However, as you're shaking hands with him, this fairy dragon that's sort of been digging in and out of his shirt will jump down his arm and begin to crawl onto you. And it's sniffing you.
That is... I've never seen a dragon as such. This is...
It snips at you, like growls and snips at you. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's Clover. Come, Clover, darling. Don't leave this poor man alone. And the dragon just keeps grimacing at you. And he's gonna, like, get up and grab it as it, like, scratches you a little bit on your shoulder.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm so sorry for Clover. Her and my mother's Tressum just have the most horrible rivalry. She just likes to get into trouble. I am so sorry.
There's no apology needed, my lord. You have done me I cannot pay back the... Well, I will pay back in coin, of course, but I cannot pay back the kindness you've shown me.
Of course. He sort of looks at his dragon, who's still, like, towards you.
Tanis and dragons do not get along.
And he'll say, have a nice day. I shall be seeing you soon.
Of course. Good day, my lord.
Good day. And you can exit the low lantern. But as you do, Amric will take a seat again. And this dragon just begins, like, curling around him. And he keeps petting it like, And we can sort of cut to Tanis coming back out.
All right. Let's meet at the rendezvous point.
Sure.
Like 3 blocks away.
Sure.
Well,
Party is joined.
how did it go? Did he buy it?
I don't know, to be honest. It started great. He started asking me for details on my family, and I hadn't thought that far ahead into my cover story. And it seemed like when I described the coat of arms that I told him that my family had bore as Hell Riders, it seems like he consulted some sort of document, and obviously what I described didn't seem like it matched up to anything that he would have expected to see. So he may be on to me. He did give me the refugee papers, and he did give me the location where to find Petra, but my cover might not have been as foolproof as I had expected it to be.
Would I know what he's talking about when he's referencing coat of arms for
Make a
Hell Riders?
history or, history check.
That's a 4.
I'll give you advantage because I'm feeling nice.
That's a 4.
Wow.
Dice don't lie, baby.
Nah, I mean, you
Shit.
do know that all of the, there are many families especially knights in Elturel, Order of the Companion, Hell Riders, all the knights basically have, a coat of arms.
Pretty standard issue for any knightly order.
Yeah, I mean, that's not unfamiliar to know to you. It's specifically, you don't have no idea, but generally, yeah.
Is it worth investigating Petra then?
Well, he did give me her location and told me that she was going to put me up somewhere. So I would have to assume that the most logical thing to do next would be to continue with the cover and hope that he still thinks that I'm worthy of dying for his cause.
Okay, yeah, you can still get murdered. I think we're doing okay. You did well. You
Yeah,
did
that
good.
part's not gonna happen, just to be clear.
Oh,
Oh, and his dragon, too. It seemed like it wasn't too fond of me, but I think that's just a Tanis thing, to be honest.
Did it scratch you?
Yeah, it scratched me and nipped at me. Why?
Well, nothing. Just something of note.
Ophelia's like, no, it just makes me happy to hear that. No real reason.
well, I mean, if he's got your blood, I don't know what kind of spellcaster friends he's got. But that could be a problem.
Like, blood magic?
I mean, blood can be a very powerful spell component.
I don't love the sound of that.
I mean, I don't think they can puppet you around with just a drop of your blood, but they'll be able to find you.
But that's what we want. So maybe that's a good thing.
Would that
But
mean
they-
we have to keep our distance from you, Tanis, just in case they look in while we're close by?
Can I make a quick check to see if I'm being shadowed?
Sure, make a perception check.
Nah, 11.
Big city.
Well, I swear, officers, I have the paperwork that says I'm supposed to be here. You can shove it up your arses. Good day, sirs and ladies. I'll see you at Basilisk Gate.
All right.
I'm gonna walk off.
Okay.
Stable Stallion is next, then, I guess. Go up to Elderfire.
That's right. Let's, keep him within sight, but not be too obviously following him.
All right. So you guys head towards the Basilisk Gate. As you do, you will see the Grand Basilisk Gate, the largest gate in Baldur's Gate. Actually, hold up. I have another good meaning to give you guys. Yeah. I have Cliff Gate, too, that I've never shown you guys. I know that that's, like, way, way off. There's Cliff Gate. I just been meaning to show you, and I forgot. But you arrive at the Basilisk Gate. There is an entourage of flaming fists. The 2 portcullises are halfway down. There is a stream of people in and out. However, they are checking papers as they let people in. And you do also see Flame Zodge just mingling about. Just directing people and doing that kind of stuff. Tanis, you're just gonna walk out?
Yeah, I should probably know where this, say it again, the bar that we're going to.
The Stabled Stallion.
Stabled Stallion. I'm assuming I would have an idea where that's at.
Sure.
So, let's head there to try to find Petra.
All right, you're not, like, assaulted at the gate or anything. Honestly, going out, it's not the problem. It's coming in, right? So you can leave easily enough and head towards the Stabled Stallion. However, the rest of the party, what would you guys like to do? Same?
Tail from a safe distance, I guess.
Yeah, I guess kind of do the same routine as before. But now just be like, escorting people out of the city. And if there's just like a squad of flaming fists doing something
so
else,
actually your Eastway fist station are manning the gate. Like, you will see Jax like checking papers and that gauntlet dude. Oh, maybe Green Bottle's out here too. Like,
yeah,
your company...
just like kind of roll up with them and be like, just act like we're supposed to be here too. It's part of an investigation.
They're like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, no sweat.
And if the inventory guy is around, I walk the other way.
He stays in the fist station. But yeah, just some people that you would recognize from the Eastway are there, and you can easily make your way there to the Stabled Stallion in due time if you so wish. Okay. Did you want to see Tanis? Like, was the plan to meet Tanis there, like outside?
After? Oh yeah, where are we meeting after that?
Yeah. Just send a message to his brain, tell him to meet us at if he can get away, just like get changed and go back to the Eastway. But if he's got a chance to get away from this Petra woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not, he might just take us right to whatever house they've rented out to him.
If that's the case, we just tell them.
Try and keep within 120 meters.
Okay. You do so. So I will say, as the party, not Tanis, but the party, are making their way through the refugee camp, it is, as I described a couple sessions ago, it is just so grim. People are like living in squalor. Stony Eyes is overrun. Most of the residents have been misplaced, like forced to sort of leave their homes because this refugee camp is growing daily. They can't go into the city, so it's not like they could spread out much. So it's just way overpopulated. It's a fucking muddy mess. But within this muddy mess, you do see on your way towards the stabled stallion a series of white tents, like 3 white tents that are caked in mud at the bottom. And you see Lysanda Loden exit one of them hurriedly with like bloody rags in a thing of water, and goes into another tent. Is that something that you guys would be interested in, or would you just like to carry on?
We'll,
I know we're on a mission.
Defer to August on this one. Just like hate to leave Tanis fucking alone.
Yeah, like I'm not necessarily inclined to leave Tanis to say hi to an old friend,
That's fine.
but if she's like nearby the stallion and I can be helping her while within range of
I actually
Tanis,
think that you could.
like if she's closer than the gate, then by all means.
She is, right? So, like, London would have to be closer to the stabled stallion. There's like a block between them or something. But like, you could be within radius to like come and fucking do something if you needed to. So that is a possibility as well.
So yeah, in that case, then that'll be, closer and, not as conspicuous.
Okay. So August is going to do that. London, you're going to trail Tanis. Ophelia, Vin, what are you guys doing?
Hard to blend in around here.
True.
I mean, if you can fill a bucket with water and use rags, you could probably use help over here.
I think it wouldn't be too conspicuous having a bunch of flaming fish show up in one place. She would go help.
Yeah.
Anywhere she could.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you go with August,
Yeah.
Vin?
Yeah, I think, I don't see why not. Vin will just go help with Ophelia and August. I think it is like the perfect cover while Tanis is doing his thing.
Perfect. All right, so we cut back to Tanis. Tanis, in your refugee outfit, you approach the stabled stallion. It is a rustic tavern on the north side of Stony Eyes. It is squat. It is a squat stuccoed structure with wooden beams and a thatched roof. A large pen and stable are adjoined directly to the tavern that currently house several horses and other hooved animals. The interior, as you enter, the interior of the tavern is spacious, but full of patrons, and reeks of animal smells and hay. The stable interior can be seen through the wide archway in the tavern, allowing patrons to watch their animals as they like eat and drink.
Do I see a stout dwarven noblewoman in the midst?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20. 23.
Absolutely. In a shaded corner, in a booth, there is a dwarf woman. Let me find her so I can show you her handout. She's an older dwarf woman. She has brown hair that's sort of going gray into like braids down the side, and she is wearing very, very wealthy clothes with about 100 necklaces on. Each one some sort of pendant depicting a different deity or holy symbol.
I'll approach her.
She is currently, she is just wrapping up business as she is handed a bag of gold. Let me double check that. Yeah, is handed a bag of gold from a refugee couple, like a husband and a wife, that hand her a bag of gold, and she nods and agrees and slides it down, and she leans across the table and whispers to them, and they get up and nod and hurriedly leave the bar.
All right. After they exit, I'll walk up to her
Yep.
and just putting on my cover persona again. Just be
Sure.
like, hey, excuse me, are you Petra? I was told to look for a noblewoman fitting your description by Lord Vanthamper at the Low Lantern.
Ah, she smiles. Oh, may the gods bless you, traveler. I am Petra. How might I serve you?
And companion bless you as well. I seek refuge. Well, I now have the required documents to enter the city proper, thanks to Lord Vanthamper. He told me that you may be able to help me find somewhere to stay. He gave me a small sum of coin on loan, so I should be able to afford somewhere meager.
Make a deception check. I'll give you advantage, because you did name drop Vanthamper.
Holy shit!
shit,
26! Natural 20!
Pick the
I'm using
right
up
man
all my
for the
luck
job.
right now.
Dude,
Oh, man.
holy crap. She will say, "What is your name, traveler?"
I am Ajam Num.
The gods, they teach us and command us to help those in need. It is divine purpose we have met. Have a seat.
I'll sit.
I can provide you with a place to stay. I have a friend at a fucking place that has a name that I have information about that I have to look up real quick. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find this. I should have been doing it while you guys were talking. Note, here we go. I have a friend. His name is Cuiric. He has a boarding house in Heapside.
Oh, that sounds lovely compared to the barrel that I've been staying in.
He is leaving rooms open for those in need such as yourself. He is a godly man like I. He will provide a place for you to stay.
Yeah, yes, that would be most appreciated.
She will pull out a small notebook from her chest and a little pencil, and she'll say, "What did you say your name was again?"
Ajam Num.
She writes in her notebook. "You said you will try to stay at Cuiric's."
Well, it sounds lovely compared to the barrel. I don't want to stay there again. It actually smelled kind of funny. I think a cat peed in it.
She kind of gruff, like raises her nose, just crinkles her nose and says, "Yeah, I'm sure it would be nicer than that." And she'll write some more stuff down, and she'll say, "I assume you said you had your proper refugee papers."
Oh yes, they're right here. Lord Vanthamper just signed them, or I signed them based off his friends. Must have friends in high places to be able to have these so readily available. It's incredible.
Of course. Do you have any other friends or relatives that need assistance entering the city?
No, all my family was killed in Elturel. I met some people on the boat that we came over, but they all went their separate ways.
If you encounter anyone, I'm trying to spread my services by word of mouth. The gods watch over us. And if your friends or someone you meet is seeking a discreet passage into the lower city, I know a safe route that is not too well known.
Oh. Well, there seems to be people all over the place out here that could benefit from that.
Of course.
I don't want to break the law, of course. I know that.
No, of course not.
Can you tell me where this is, just in case I meet any of them out here that have any
You send
denied
them.
entry?
You send them to me.
Oh, of course.
I have taken it upon myself in the ways of the good gods to help these people, but charity is a virtue. But a small offering or donation is required for my services.
Of course. Oh, I can pay you if that's what you're asking. I have coin.
No. Cuiric will help you. Just if you meet anyone, send them my way.
Everyone is so nice in this city. It has a bad reputation back in Elturel, but it's clearly wrong. This place is... Everyone's so kind and helpful here. It's incredible.
The gods... Oh, fuck. She says something about the fucking gods. I can't... There's only so many ways I can fucking say the gods help us and watch us and blah, blah, blah bullshit. She says something about, like, oh, yes, the gods are with us. I'm a holy person, blah, blah, blah.
Try to get a reading on her. Is she actually as pious as she sounds, or is this
Make
bunch of bullshit?
a insight check, please.
She probably is, just not the gods you're thinking of.
Yeah. 20.
Okay, so she does not fucking put 2 fucking cents into godlyhood.
Mm-hmm. It's a charade.
Yes,
figured, just making
100%. 100. If you look at her, she has like a dozen necklaces on, and each one is a holy symbol for a different god. There's like one for the companion on there, in there somewhere. She just like, there's a Torm one, a Mistra, whatever. She's got them all.
I'm sure August would love to have a conversation with her.
But she's mostly just like got all these pendants that represent all these different gods, as if she's some sort of, yeah, you get it. Okay. So, anything else?
No, just I need. It seems like the city's a big place. You said Heapside. Where should I find this Cuiric?
Yes, it's just south of the Frolicking Nymph Bathhouse.
Frolicking Nymph. I'll look for it. Thank you again, companion. Smiles upon you. Bless you this day.
As the gods bless you. Yeah.
I'll take my leave, and as soon as I'm out the front door, I'm just gonna like kind of, she's full of shit.
Okay. Where was the meeting spot again? To change and go back into the city and meet at the Eastway?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we cut back to London. You were there. You just hung out on the corner trying to blend in. However, let's go to August, Ophelia, and Vin. You guys enter one of these tents that you saw Lysanda go into. And you will see that it is a sort of medical tent. There is many sick people in here. You will note that the entire floor is mud. And a lot of these people have like dirty bandages on them that definitely need to be replaced. But you do not see any good supply of medical stuff. She is currently like lifting the head of a sick woman and feeding her a bowl of like some kind of watery soup. And she will note you come in. And she appears exhausted. Like there's huge bags under her eyes. She looks a lot worse for wear than she did when she first entered the city with you guys. Obviously she hasn't been eating as well, and it appears as though she's been working tirelessly. But she still has this sort of determined air about her. But she will say, "By the companion," as you enter.
It's good to see you again. But trying to be polite about this. You look like you could use some rest. So why don't you let us take over for a moment?
I don't think I can. I have many other patients that are currently in need of assistance.
You'll do them no good if you collapse on your feet.
I can have a seat for a moment if you're willing to assist. What are you doing here? Just come to offer aid?
Yeah, well, doing what we can.
She has a seat. What would you do?
Yeah, the flaming fist's got enough supplies back at the station. I'll just start burning through my own bandages and stuff
Supply,
like that.
I understand, yeah. Make a medicine check for me, August.
$18.
Very good. So you start treating these patients with, assessing them, being like, oh, okay, this is what needs to happen. This guy needs a new bandage. This woman needs this. And while you are doing that, Ophelia, Vin, what would you guys be doing?
I think Vin is gonna take whatever like leftover, basically like magically imbued mushroom she has.
Yeah.
And she'll make like a tea out of it.
Okay.
Or like a little stew maybe, and she'll start feeding it to a bunch of different people.
Very good. Ophelia?
Ophelia, she has some common clothing, so she could maybe start processing those into makeshift bandages.
Okay.
Just something cleaner than what they have.
Sure. Absolutely. While you guys are doing this, Lysanda will mention this medical area is severely lacking in both staff and supplies. I'm often the only healer available, and I very frequently have to make do with rudimentary tools and medicines.
It's a shame cities such as ours cannot provide better support.
It seems as though they refuse to. The refugees have banded together, offering what little help that they can support, or that they can, but the Flaming Fist are strictly enforcing curfews and regulations with excessive force, often resorting to violence and intimidation. Some of them are even demanding bribes in exchange for basic necessities and to overlook minor infractions.
It's times like these that bring out the best and the worst in people.
The influx of injured and sick refugees has made this area just overcrowded. Conditions are far from ideal, with limited space and the poor sanitation. Disease is spreading like a wildfire. But if I'm honest with you, that's not my biggest concern right now. I'm worried about Alyssa.
What's wrong with Alyssa?
She shakes her head. Alyssa met a gnome woman from the city. She had an amputated arm and one blind eye. Brooks, I think was her name. The gnome woman claimed that for the right price she could smuggle people into the city somehow. She claimed she had already done it successfully several times. I tried talking Alyssa out of it, but her mind was already made up. She left last night around midnight, and I haven't seen her since. I didn't trust that gnome woman. Something about her seemed off. I just hope that Alyssa's all right.
Do you know where this gnome was?
No, I've just heard from word of mouth.
Have you heard anything about a dwarven woman named Petra?
Yes, of course. Everyone in camp knows of her.
What did they say about her?
She makes regular visits to the camp from the city.
Delivering supplies?
No, they say that she can get people into the city. Maybe it has something to do with this gnome woman. I don't know. I've had my hands too full to even think about it.
I don't want to say too much, but people that you come into contact with, it might be in their best interests if they were to be dissuaded from going down these avenues.
From the sounds of it, it's illegal.
That's true. And it's also dangerous. A lot of these people are just capitalizing on the desperation of refugees.
Do you think Alyssa's okay?
Honestly, I don't know. And I'm preparing for the worst.
She sighs and shakes her head. Nothing has gone right. When I entered the city, or when we saw the city from the hills, I expected safety and refuge. This has been nothing short of a nightmare.
We're doing what we go ahead.
We seem to be the only ones in the Flaming Fist to give a damn about any of this. So if you come across any information, perhaps we'll see you again, Lysanda. You just tell us what's going on.
I'll be here. Her son's name Ildar. Ildar and I have been tending to the medical tents night and day.
Eldar is well, though.
He's fine. Just as tired as I am, I assume.
If we happen to come across anyone who can spare supplies or manpower, we'll send them your way, but I don't think we can make any guarantees.
Thank you for the offer. Anything else?
I guess that's it, right? Unless she's got something else. That was a pretty good tip right there about Alyssa.
Yep. After a while, London passes by the tents and is like, "Hey, yo."
Hey, yo, are we ready to go?
Well, it appears duty calls. I stand up, but I'll try and come back at some point with some more supplies for you, and I'll just leave the rest of my healer's kit.
Of course.
And hopefully get a new one from the inventory guy.
Love him. The companion bless you. Thank you. Yep. And we cut back to the Eastway Fist Station. Is that the case? All right, we regroup again. You are hassled a little bit getting in, Tanis. By your own dudes. You know, like...
Yeah, 'cause it's fucking Tanis.
Dang, I've been here, like, every day for the past, I don't know how long.
Tanis, is that you? What the fuck happened to you,
down.
dude?
Well, hopefully nobody was following me.
Oh, well, yeah, something kind of top secret mission. Oh, Mr. High-to-Do Task Force for Zodge. Oh.
You're just mad you're still stuck at this desk.
Get out of here. And he, like, kicks you.
Dick.
All right, you're good.
Well, Petra put me up with a guy in Heapside named Cuiric.
Okay.
Right next to the
that's-
bathhouse. Yeah, it's really nice, actually. I think maybe we'll get a bath later.
So this is good then, right? She's bought the ruse, and presumably this is where the killing happens?
And we've got a lead on a gnome who's also helping smuggle people into the city. Perhaps another lead if this one intersects it.
Must be Guild.
Perhaps.
Petra did say that she knew of another route into the city. She didn't tell me where it was, but if I met anyone else out in Basilisk Gate that needed a way into the city, I could send them to her. And for a small donation to the gods that she worships, which is total bullshit, by the way, she would tell them where this secret passage is. If we wanted to learn where that was, we can smear some dirt on London's face next.
Should we go to the boarding house and nothing happens, then yeah, perhaps that's another avenue we check out. Is the plan for all of us to go to the boarding house with you then, Tanis, and jump whoever comes in to try and murder you?
It's about
Seems
the best I've thought up so far.
It's the hottest lead we have so far.
Well, do we want to kill them as they try to kidnap me, or do we want to wait until I am in Goldenhorn? Get a little more information first.
Them taking you to a secondary location, I don't trust that we'll be able to get you out of that.
I think if they take you to the tannery, that's pretty far into the belly of the beast.
Yeah, then we're down a man, and we have to assault the place.
I don't actually want to see you dead, Tanis.
Fool me.
I think
But-
best we can do is save some of the murder weapons, present that to Zodge. Maybe then we can get more leverage.
We do
Interrogate
have-
the murderers, yeah.
And we do have first-hand evidence now that forgery, bribery, all sorts of illegal happenings are going on at the Low Lantern.
He did indeed give me.
get Amric?
Yeah, he's too smart to be able to, like, just by showing a piece of paper, have that linked to him, right?
He is a hell of a loan shark. I mean, 300% compounding interest on a daily basis. I owe this guy 300 gold right now.
If you don't pay the
pretty
VIG, it gets
much.
tacked to the principal. Classic Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see how this turned out poorly for your father, Vin. Sorry, this is insane.
He should have known, but well, all I can hope for now is that maybe he'll get some justice now. Maybe I'll be able to see that justice being given.
This won't land with the magistrates or the tribunal. But we can keep trying to dig up more with his connection to the murders, and that might stick.
We'll get him one way or another, Vin, don't worry.
Well, we'll try this plan. If it doesn't work, we should seek out Alyssa. I'm worried about that girl.
Yeah, me too. London, you said that these guards that were outside were all cloaked and hooded, right?
Yeah, that's right. And armed to the teeth as well. Maces, bows, all sorts of weapons.
That's actually fantastic. We kill the kidnappers or bring them to justice, rightfully, due diligence, blah, blah, blah. And you donned said kidnappers' uniforms, and you take me back to Golden Horn. And we're all in, and the cover's still intact.
Could slip us past the guards. I'm just so afraid of what we might find deeper down that rabbit hole. A few guards.
Let's recall what Zodge said so that we can sort of, because I like where our heads are at. I do feel a little bit of spinning wheels. So I'm gonna try to step in and give a little bit of help here. So Zodge said in his fucking assignment to you that he wants you to basically kill the people doing this. And he gave you, like, the right to do so. Like, the murderers, he wants you to kill them. You do have evidence, like, quite a bit. Not, like, really strong, but pretty good evidence suggesting that the people at the Golden Hide Tannery are committing the murders, right? And I have, like, verbatim shit that he said, too, so I can pull that up for you guys. They call it, though.
Would you mind if we take a quick break?
Yes, please. Let me do that. Let's do that. Let's take a quick break. think everything is going again. Yes. Okay. So, I said I was going to give you guys a little bit of information, so I'm going to real quick, just to sort of, that's my job, to make sure that information is clear. So, basically your assignment, as far as Zodge is concerned, is to execute any responsible for the crimes, and then in quotes, as long as you have sufficient evidence, and sufficient is also in quotes, inside the quotes. He wants to root out the killer or killers, uncover their plans, and put an end to their activities. Like, those are 3 achievable goals. I want to draw your attention back to the plan to get somebody kidnapped and brought into the Golden Hide, right? Like, are you just going to surprise attack them there? You know what I mean? Like, what were we going to gain from that? Just more information? Like, finding out more about, like, what they're doing?
No, I had assumed that's where we would spring the ambush.
I gotcha.
So what I took was, we're gonna have someone go after Tanis at the boarding house he's in. We're gonna grab them, interrogate them if we can, and get more info, because that directly ties back to Amric. So that we have a direct link, like Amric, gave us a lead that almost got someone killed. That's very fucking bad. That's more evidence against him.
Yeah, but it's also once removed from him, right? That's
Yeah.
like some hearsay shit, right? Because then it goes to Petra, and then Petra sent you here. So really that incriminates Petra, not Amric.
The only
Yeah,
real
but-
evidence we have is witness testimony.
Yeah, but I mean, that's true. But that's kind of a separate thing from the Golden Hide Tannery, where we're just gonna go in and probably just fucking kill everyone. Like, we know this is fucking bad. We know people here die. We're gonna take care of this one way or the other.
We also
big
do-
smile that whole operation.
And there might be more direct links to Amric there, or maybe, I don't know.
We
but
do
maybe.
have a guy in custody that also says he was hired by Amric to drop
The
letters
crackhead?
off. Yeah,
I'm not
I'd say it was a
shooting that
good piece of evidence.
But yeah, when it's the dog versus the son of a duke, some people are more equal than others.
I am
Sometimes
all for beating a
quantity
little civic
over
responsibility
quality,
into this
you know?
guy. I mean, I don't need that strong of evidence to do it, but
Like, witness testimony in our world is one thing, but how far does the zone of truth go for witness testimony in this
I
world?
don't even think they do it in Baldur's Gate. I don't even think they have, like, priests part of the fucking trial process.
What
Well,
a city.
let's start with trying to murder the murderer before he murders Tanis.
That would
Well,
be...
I was gonna say the only other lead is that passageway that Alyssa was going down. There could be some evidence there, but yeah,
Well-
probably just going along with our like bait plan. It's good for now.
It seems like Alyssa might have gone with the guild, which wouldn't tie to Amric and Goldenhorn. It seems like
also-
we'd have to follow up with Petra's passage that she knows of.
yeah, we didn't actually figure out where that was or how to get to. We just know there was the gnome with one amputation. So.
Jay, you're like, yeah, she has an amputated arm, and then later Lysanda's like, yeah, something's off about her, and I wanted to be like, yeah, her arm.
Got him.
But I also didn't want to be kicked out of the D&D group forever, so didn't say anything.
Also, I just want to say that your guys' current goal is just more evidence instead of solutions. Because it feels like you're
Well-
compiling a case instead of, like, solving the problem, and that's kind of what Zodge asked you to do.
Like, once we have a sufficient case against Amric, we can just kill him in the street.
Sure.
It's going to be a mess to clean up afterward.
Yeah, but I will say you do have that amount of sufficient evidence for the Golden Hide Tannery.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is no matter what, we're going to the Golden Hide Tannery and fucking shit up.
Yeah, so
At
like,
least
Oh,
that was
yeah.
my plan.
like in an ideal world, we find something concrete, like documents, letters, stuff with a Vanthamper seal or a
Sure.
signature that directly connects him to this murder basement. And then where you can be like, all right, this is legit evidence. Even the Duke can't turn this down. Like,
No, I totally
so
get it.
now if we act against him,
Okay.
we have insurance.
Okay, so the course of action that we're settling on is the boarding house and then just trying to get abducted, basically.
I think we're going to
Yes.
abduct the abductors.
Yeah, if
And
we
then
can
pose as
capture
them.
the murderers, that's like 1A plan. Assume they come at all. We don't really know if Vanthamper like bought Tanis's seal bit about like confirming the family as Hellriders.
And more than anything, killing some assassins is never a bad thing.
But I have two concerns about going into the Golden Hide. One, it's much easier to run away from outside of the building. Two, if we walk up and they're like, hey, you're not Timothy, what are we going to do? Like, we might have a helmet and armor that matches, but I imagine this is a pretty closed, like, pretty small operation.
Murder.
I'm aboard the murder train.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that encounter, like whether it's quicker or
It's shoot the
or
console,
later, it's
like
it's,
in
yeah,
Star Wars. He's like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna be kicking that door down, and we're gonna be killing them.
I can't wait.
It'll get us close enough that we can jump them and not, be flaming
Right.
fists running up to them from 200 feet away while they fill us with arrows.
Yeah, ideally we would get in, but if we can't, at least we're close.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, by the way, who was the like owner of this boarding house?
Yignath
yeah.
Abner.
Oh no, Cuiric for the boarding house.
Oh, the boarding house. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuiric.
I just have Keryug.
It's definitely.
Like the
How
coffee
off
maker.
am I? I'm really bad with
super bad.
names.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I also don't know exactly how to spell it, and I have to find it. So just hold
Well, that's how I'm gonna spell it for now. Then, Will.
Fabius Krieg. I mean, you wanna?
on.
That was pretty bad.
That's how I have it.
Oh wow.
Did we all spell it differently?
Ooh. No, I can't wait to send you what I actually have.
This is Jeff all over again.
Wow.
I spelled it Cuiric. I was way off.
You're like the coffee maker.
Yeah.
For some reason, this.
Does he own a coffee shop? He should own a coffee shop.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Wait a second.
It's an extremely wasteful coffee shop. They throw away the mug after you use it.
Our first sponsorship, guys.
Yeah.
Never brew a
Okay.
pot, it's only single cups.
There you go. Cuirics. The unfortunate part is it actually exists, so I can't just change the name of it. Cuirics? Well, how would you guys pronounce that?
Cuiric.
Cuiric?
Cuiric.
Cuiric?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down with it. So Cuiric's boarding.
All right, let's get over there.
How do you want to do it, Tanis? Do you want to go in first and invite us in as friends later? Do we try and sneak in there? Or...
Oh, I figured we would just you post up outside and maybe a house across the way, and when I hear the window smash, I
gotcha.
message you. You rush in to save my life, and if you don't, then I die.
What was it, the Lemming House? That place was a mess. Like, I feel like we'll know when something happens. We can just stake out from the outside. Jump through the hole in the window that they make.
All right, well, on your orders then. Godspeed to Tanis.
Just be quick.
I mean, Tanis, I think you're good to like bring some armor and weapons and stuff in. Maybe just get them into the boarding house via your little pocket space, if that's possible. But you could always just try and smuggle them in.
I'll throw some in a bag. I can only go in there once every few hours a day, so I don't want to. If I have to pop in there later, I'd rather not. just show up on his doorstep. I am a poor refugee looking for a house, kind of thing, you know.
No, because I will tell you, and I forgot to mention this, Petra would have given you a copper piece that has a hole in it. And she would have said, give this to the guy. To secure boarding, because she said that he's holding out space for people that she sends to him specifically. But that's her friend. They're friends.
Oh, right, yeah, but I can still show up with like a satchel on my back.
Of course.
Like,
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm just saying, like, specifically, she was like, if you want a room here in this cramped place, you have to show him this coin or he's not going to give you a room. And I didn't mention that before, but I would have. And I thought about saying something, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, I would have been like, Petra sent me. It's not like I was just saying that.
No. I totally get it. I was just thinking,
refugee,
not really listening.
Let's go and stake it out then.
Okay, so we're going to Cuiric's.
Let's go.
Okay, so you make your way towards Heapside. It's almost to the far, like, north, up towards the gate. It's a worn 3-story building nestled between a cobbler shop and a tailor. The exterior is patchwork of faded brick and worn timber. Ivy creeps up one side. The sign hanging above the entrance, though chipped and peeling, proudly declares Cuiric's boarding house, an ornate, albeit fading, script. What is the plan? Tanis goes in alone. You guys just post out outside. Same kind of shit we've been doing.
If there's like a house across the street with like a good view on it.
Wasn't there a bathhouse nearby?
Yes, it's down the street though.
Oh, yeah.
Very
I want to
nice
have
one,
eyes on this house.
Okay. All right, you guys post up in an alley or something, kind of inconspicuous. You're just flaming fists, so it's not unfamiliar for you to just be hanging out in the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tanis, you step inside. You find yourself in a cozy yet slightly cramped foyer. The walls are lined with old portraits and a few landscape paintings that have seen better days. A well-worn wooden desk sits to one side, where a stout, gray-bearded dwarf sits. And he nods to you, and he says, "Well, all full up. Nowhere for you to stay, unfortunately."
Oh. There must be a misunderstanding. Petra had told me that there was vacancy here. She gave me this copper coin to present
He
to
raises
you.
an eyebrow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got a room for you. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll show you the way. This way.
Very well. I'll follow you.
He leads you down the hall on the first floor. There's a room near the back of the house, near the kitchen. This is like, it used to be a manor, but it's been like built on and converted into like a hotel almost. So it was once something else, and you can tell where in some places it was a manor, and then in other places, oh, this was obviously added on afterwards. But it's all old. He will take you near the kitchen in the back. There is a small room, and he will open the door, and as he's with a key, and he's trying to open it, and it's stuck, and he kicks it, and it opens up, and there's a couple cobwebs in the corner of this just empty room with a bed and a trunk and a little tiny side table, no chairs, and a window, and that's it.
Oh, it's lovely. It doesn't smell like cat piss.
It smells like cat piss a little.
It only smells like cat piss a little.
He'll tell you.
Might just be you.
It's 3 silver pieces at the end of a 10-day.
Oh, that's fine. I got a small sum of gold from a benefactor of mine, so I'll take out like a gold piece. And do you have change? I'm sorry, I don't have any silver.
I'll bring it back to you. What did you say your name was?
I'm Ainjam Num.
I'll be back with your change. And a few minutes later, he comes back with the rest of your money.
Perfect.
He said you're welcome to come in and out any hours. Place is always open.
Thank you, Cuiric? Cuiric, I assume?
Cuiric.
Cuiric, thank you so much.
He like turns on his heel and begins to leave.
I'll close the door behind him and be like, there's the fucking Baldur's Gate, I know. And then I'll like reach up to the earring and be like, I'm in the back of the house near the kitchen, depending on where you're posted up. Just I'll put a lantern, like a candle in the window so you know where I'm at.
Yep. You guys
I'll light a
receive
candle
that message.
and put it over there.
So just scan around and set up a good place where we have a nice view of the window.
Make a perception check.
$22.
As you guys are looking for a nice place to stay, post up, you will see a half-elf with a red mohawk exit the boarding house with a note. He leaves.
Do you think that's the cue, August, to say that the mark is where it needs to be?
Seems like it.
No matter what, eyes up, people. He's depending on us.
Yep. So, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys want to hang out here for the rest of the day and or night?
Think so. It seemed like most of the murders happened the night before, right? Imagine they'd wait for the cover of nightfall.
So yes.
Can't think of anything else to do.
You guys find a spot where you can see the window. So Tanis, what are you doing in the time that you are in this room?
I'm gonna take off my like dirty cloak, and I'm gonna don my leather armor then.
Okay.
So, and then I'm gonna put the cloak back over it, and then I'm gonna go over to the bed, and I'm gonna take like the pillow, and I'm gonna try to make like the fake person in bed,
Sure.
being there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Ferris
try to
Bueller,
find.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do that so like if someone tries to break in, and then I'm going to try to like wherever the window is,
Mhm.
I'm gonna post up in the corner to where if someone looks in,
Got
they
it.
would see the bed, but not see me standing there
Totally
waiting
got
to
it.
ambush the ambusher.
Totally got it. Okay, in the several hours that it's going to take for the rest of you, what would you be doing?
Literally nothing. Like keeping eyes glued on this house and everything around it.
Yeah, it's a proper stakeout. It's boring as hell.
Yeah, this is like pretty like scouty behavior here.
Yeah, Vin is just looking for like the most comfortable, like little, like rock or like a little, like, you know, miscellaneous item to sit on, and she
Sure.
keeps like getting up, pacing around, finding a new one.
Sure.
Really is bored to absolute tears.
After about 2 hours, the half-elf with the red mohawk returns. couple hours go by. Nothing really interesting happens. And there is a knock on your door, Tanis.
I'll pull the cloak over as far as I could to try to conceal any armor that I have, and kind of go stand next to it and be like, "Who is?" I'm not opening the door, just like speaking through it. Who? I wasn't expecting company.
You will hear a voice say, "No need to worry. Just here to check on my new neighbor."
Oh, one moment, please. And I'm gonna like run over to like the body thing that I made in the bed and like push the blankets off so that it doesn't look like I'm doing that. And then I'll rush back over to the door and kind of pull it open and look out.
Sure. There is a scrubby, he's got patchy beard kind of thing going on. Human. Dark black hair, slick back. He's wearing just pretty plain, like a tunic, He doesn't look like raggy by any means. And he'll say, "Hey there, neighbor. I'm in the room next door. I heard Cuiric say something about new guests. My name's Vespa."
Vespa, nice to meet you. I'm Agem.
Oh.
I just moved in, I suppose. I was looking for a place to stay. I just arrived in the city just 2 days ago.
Do you want to go get a drink? Me and a couple of the other boys are going to grab a drink.
Well, I am a bit tired. It has been a day, but I suppose I do have some money to let loose. You and the boys, you said. Who all is with you?
Oh, just a couple of the other guys that stay here. We're probably gonna... Yes.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, can I try to get a quick read on this guy? Is he trying to draw me out, or is he just
an
generally
insight
friendly?
check.
Not great. 10.
Hard to say. It is a little friendly.
Oh, Vespa, maybe tomorrow night. Tonight, I really do just wish to turn in.
Oh,
It has
come
been a day.
on. Come grab a drink with us. It'd be good to get to know my neighbor.
It's still daylight out?
No. So
No,
I
it is-
will say, no, like 6 hours have passed. So it's
Oh.
like nighttime now. Like 8 or not 8-ish at night. Yeah, I forgot to mention that before.
It's a tough decision. Well, okay, just give me a moment. I just have to collect my things. I'll meet you in the foyer and, I don't know, give me 5 minutes to freshen up.
Sure.
All right, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
And I'll close the door.
Yep.
And I'll walk away and I'll just like speak into the earphone very quietly and be like, "Someone's here. I think they're trying to draw me out. They want me to go get drinks with them."
I mean, that's what we need, I guess. We have eyes all around you. We'll follow you into whatever pub they take you to.
All right. We'll be out of here in 5 minutes. We're going to a bar somewhere. Trail us, not too close.
Yeah, copy.
And
Relay that to August and the watch team here then.
Okay. You relay it?
do I have my sword on me?
Do you have your sword on you?
Would it be, I don't know, it's like, I feel like that'd be a little suspicious.
You have your armor. I don't know. It's up to you.
Also, like Baldur's Gate in a time period where being strapped all the time is normal.
Totally normal.
Okay,
Yeah,
then yeah, that's
it is
fair.
totally normal.
I was gonna know if you'd be a little suspicious. Like, I'm a refugee with nothing to my name, but here's my totally awesome dope sword.
I mean, that's you know.
Yeah, just be like, oh, my grandfather was a hell rider. You know, this is his old gear. Like I wear it sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and strap the sword onto my my hip,
Yep, no problem.
and I'll head out to meet Vespa.
Yeah, it's just him.
Just him. Okay.
Yeah, just
Oh, is it just you? I thought you said it was gonna be us and the boys.
Oh yeah, they're meeting us there.
Oh, perfect.
You get your
Here
ass
goes the
kicked.
murdering.
Go to a secondary location.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. At that point, then it definitely reaffirms Tanis's decision to agree to this. So let's do it.
Tanis is like, here, can you hold my drink for a second? I'm gonna walk away from it and then come back.
All right, so you exit out of Cuiric's boarding. The party. Can you see? You're watching the front. Did you move to the front so you can see?
Yeah,
them?
if he gave us 5
For sure.
minutes to
Yeah. Read.
go, so like we would have readjusted to see them leave. And
Absolutely. So you exit out of the Cuiric's and you start walking with him. And he says, so are you from Elturel?
Yes. My family had been there for many years before it was just recently, destroyed. I managed to get out.
Yeah, I heard horrible stories. Devils rising up from the depths of hell and destroying the city.
No devils, no.
No devils.
Not that I saw.
That's what I heard.
Sorry to disappoint. It was the companion turned black and lightning struck all over the place, but there was no devils.
I think he's gonna try to keep you entertained with idle chat. You start walking, and you know this place, right? You know Baldur's Gate, especially the lower city. You head out of Heapside, past the Elfsong Tavern, down through Eastway, and it looks like you're heading towards Brampton. And you've been walking for like a solid 20 minutes. Do you say anything to him after you've been walking for a while?
How far is this place? I feel like we passed at least 4 taverns already.
No, we're going to this pub. It's great. Okay, all the sailors go to this place. It's in Brampton. It's called the Lion's Den. Yeah, great place. Fuck, boy, is that an ironic name. I just came. So he's.
I feel like that's a little bit of a red flag, but we'll roll with it.
It's called the Belly of the Beast, and
The murder hole.
and we're gonna walk into it. So wait, we're
Out of the
walking
frying
into
pan.
the Belly of the Beast? Yeah. It's
So
fine.
you actually have heard of this place, and you know where it is. So once you get into Brampton, he takes you not towards it. In fact, he takes you into this really narrow alley.
Oh, should we not stick to the main roads?
Oh no, this is a shortcut. Don't worry about it.
We have been walking for a while.
The rest of the group, I need you to make stealth checks as you follow after this guy.
Come on, boys, look alive here.
Don't you dare blow my cover now.
22.
Alright. I gotta use my one other sphere of nebula and camouflage for this.
Okay.
oh boy. Weak links
Okay.
coming in last. Me and Ophelia.
Okay, so well, I guess is it always the first roll that gets displayed on the left?
Yeah, it would be.
Yep.
Yep. So it's a 10.
Stealth, was it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
a 6 from me.
Yikes. 7.
Why do you guys all have so much disadvantage? What's going on over there, boys?
Heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
It's the
Skill
armor.
now.
Okay. Can we take a 5-minute break? For 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, Jay sets up a battle map.
No.
I was wondering if you had this one set up.
I did not. Okay. Okay. So, Tanis, you are brought down a narrow alley. The party very shittily following behind. And the narrow alley ends in a dead end. And two figures approach out of the darkness, sort of flanking you. They are armed with maces. Do they have shields too? I think they have shields too. Yeah, no, they don't. Their AC is only 16. The block says 18 for some reason. So they are armed with maces. They have on red armor with black cloaks, and a black hand is like printed on their armor. They kind of look like this. There are handouts. Where is it? Is it this one? This one. Pretty close. But just the mace, right? And they step out of the shadows. The party is at the end of the alley. I'm gonna say off map. So another 30 plus 60. What's 60 plus 30?
90.
90 feet away. And you will find yourself, Tanis, surrounded. And they are going to attack you. Do you do anything?
Vespa, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. And I'm going to throw my cloak off.
Yeah.
And draw my sword.
Very cool. I'm gonna pull you guys over to a map. I'm going to turn on the turn order, and I'm going to switch it over in. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's kill them all.
Oh no.
Oof.
I'm using my inspiration on initiative.
Okay.
It's better.
Hey,
I just can't take all of this to start.
90 feet away. It's the range of Sanctuary.
All right. As the Vespa draws a crooked dagger. So, I will say, as Vespa draws a dagger to stab into you, you feel this pulse come from him, right? And it feels sickening on your flesh, right? Like something that feels fucked up about the way this guy is. And he turns towards you with a wicked, fucked up smile. So, London, you are not surprised by the sudden and inevitable betrayal. What would you like to do?
Who could have ever seen that? Yeah. Is there any chance I'm unseen right now? I rolled a 22 on my.
Yes, you are.
Okay. From the shadows, then I would like to launch a longbow.
Absolutely.
Runs further away.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
And this is gonna cock back that extra little bit. Be like, don't you hit my friend, as I use sharpshooter on this one.
Okay.
Sharpshooter, longbow. 16.
That hits. That just hits. So it's a glancing blow.
Okay. That is 8 piercing plus, as I get this guy in my crosshair, I'm gonna kind of feel the tattoo on my neck, just like the hair just on the tattoo prick a little bit. So he's gonna be my favorite foe for this time.
Okay, and you attack the shadowy this guy?
Yes, confirm.
Okay. Oh, so that actually is more than enough to hit. I'm sorry. So it's not a glancing blow, and you kill him immediately. I'm sorry about your thing. Well, I guess you don't have to use your favorite.
If
you can
when you hit,
you can not use it right now if you don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
Because you just
he
assassinate this dude.
goes down immediately.
Yeah,
I'll
down
probably keep
immediately.
that in the back pocket. And I hate doing this, but I'll move up a little bit. And I will end my turn.
Okay. Next in the order is the Nightblade. So, turns out that wasn't the only guy. As coming out of hiding,
Oh, shit.
is another one. And he is going to throw a dagger at you. Tanis. He has advantage on this, so a 13 to hit.
13 is a glancing blow on me.
Nice. You take 3 points of piercing damage. And he will run up to you. And you begin to feel that sickening feeling as he approaches you too. Oh, this guy does not look like the other guy. This guy is wearing a black cloak covering his face. He's got the assassin mask on. He's all decked out in black. The only thing that you can see is on his leather armor is a like silvery sort of like metal iron skull surrounded by droplets of blood in a circle. He looks like hold. Good lord, I have so much stuff I gotta do. Here you go. Just a regular assassin guy. That is his turn. Next in the order is August.
All right, so I'll use my movement to get where my token is.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll just raise my hand, raise a single finger, and it lights up with flame, and 3 motes of flame come searing out of it at that guy right next to Tanis.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him with 3 magic missiles.
Okay.
Do I not have a macro for it? Here it is. Oof.
All right. He takes it.
6 damage.
He takes it. He gets blasted back as he notices you. So, also, I'm so sorry. I was doing like a lot of things all at once. London, you were 30 feet off map.
Okay. I can only move not at all then. How much? Yeah, I only have 30 feet.
So you would have ended up on map when you
Okay.
started. You could still
Yeah.
make that shot though, right? Definitely.
Yeah, the range is
insane.
not a problem
Yeah,
at all.
I thought so. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
Gotcha. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right, August. You blast this guy backwards, and he notices you as he turns towards you with a dagger.
And then I'll use my channel divinity and immediately recover that spell slot.
Sweet. Okay.
Nice.
That's a bonus action?
Yep.
Sweet.
Wow.
All right.
I think so, right?
You're like one of those kind of clerics anyway, so. Yep.
Yeah, that's a all cleric thing.
Oh, cool. All right, so that definitely works. All right, anything else?
Yeah, no, that's my whole turn.
Okay. Tanis, you're up.
All right. I am going to I'm going to start by looking at this guy right next to me who just popped up.
Yeah.
And be like, you really should have stayed in the shadows. And I'm going to hold out my pendant as this golden chain starts to envelop him and like kind of attach to his body as I cast Hex on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit him with my long sword.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great.
That
That's only an
misses.
8. Yeah.
So as you go to slash through him, it's almost as if he turns incorporeal for a split second as like shadows appear around him and you miss him.
We have an issue.
Okay.
Something's off about these guys. That's my turn.
Awesome. Next in the order is the Fists of Bane. As they draw out their weapons, they have crooked teeth and are all fucked up. One of the guy has a helmet on, and the guy that has a helmet on will move and stand on top of the body of his friend.
Yeah,
Quote,
as he
unquote.
gets within 5 feet of me, I'm going to use my reaction for brace to hit him.
Yep.
Well, I know where all my good luck went.
You miss as he just literally just like takes a hand and grabs onto the sword and throws it off of him. His hand now bleeding profusely. But he has like a metal gauntlet on his hand, so I guess it doesn't bleed actually. No. His armed hand would have a metal gauntlet on it, like a black metal gauntlet. The other hand's just bare. So yeah, it bleeds. His hand starts to bleed. He grimaces at you, and he's just standing on this guy, like pummeling this dead guy underneath of him. And he's gonna strike you with his mace.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crit.
Oh no.
For
that's-
9 plus 6.
15 points of damage. I'm looking bad.
Okay. Then his buddy will run in and also hit you with a mace. That is a 7 to hit.
7 misses.
As he tries to bash out at you, you're already reeling from the other hit. But that guy hits you square on the head. Like that is your head. Your ears are ringing. He just like
Minor concussion, you know.
closes his hand around the fist. Oh yeah, it was max damage. Fucking sick. All right,
Weak.
that is his turn. Next in the order is Ophelia.
All right, Ophelia dashes 30 feet to get where she is. She moves another 30 feet up. She's going to bonus action Shield of Faith on Tanis.
Okay, it's range.
Range of 60 feet, so she's within range now.
What does that do? What does it look like? I mean,
Uh,
got 2 to AC. But what does it look like?
She touches the ring on her finger, pointed at Tanis. She says, "Protect thy righteous," as a sort of like sun-like plasma
that's right,
comes
that's right.
over Tanis.
Yes, I remember. Okay, cool.
That'll be your turn.
Okay, Finn, you're up.
Okay.
You're currently 30 feet off map.
All right, that's my movement. I'll move up just to be in range, and let's see if I have range to do anything. Okay, I think I have just enough range to do this, because 60 feet reaches over here. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this for a second. I wanted to cast a spell. This, Oh, it's your call, Jay. I want to cast Fairy Fire on the 2 ones on the left, but I don't think I can hit both of them if the box is centered at 60 feet range. But
You
if it's
can
just
just hit
60
both
feet
of them.
range in general, then yeah.
You can
then
hit
we
both of them. It's fine.
Yeah.
And not hit Tanis. That's fine. They're so close together. You can aim it off to the side.
Okay, so yeah, so these
What
guys.
does this look like?
All right. I think that Vin will take some of her magical stones, and she has like a little hammer, and she'll like crush some of them up.
Okay.
And then she'll make like a little arcane sigil, and then the dust will like kind of rise up, and you'll see all these like spectral fairies as the dust flies over and starts to illuminate these two, making them really easy to see
Cool.
in the dark lighting.
Cool. What kind of is it a save?
It is. Let me post it. Let's
Dexterity
see.
save.
Dexterity save. Yeah.
The fists get advantage on this. So here's 2 with advantage. 19 and an 18.
Oh,
Damn, advantage.
Brutal.
Oh my
They have this thing called
goodness.
tactical discipline, which means they have advantage on all ability checks and saving throws made during combat. Period.
And it's
Jesus
when the
Christ,
spell
damn.
is cast.
Isn't one of
so-
those a Nightblade though?
Yes, one of them is. Two of them are fists.
Yeah, so only one fist got affected by the spell.
No fists got affected by this.
No, because they had advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, they have advantage.
I mean, like,
Only
one fist should have rolled.
You're totally right. I'm so sorry. You are totally right. Thank you. So the Nightblade is going to roll, though, and he gets a 14, which succeeds as well.
Lame.
Lame.
So really what it is the Nightblade reaches over and grabs the fist, and they both sort of just turn shadowy for a second, and the spell just lands on the ground, missing them.
Ooh. Well, I got anything else? I do not think so. That was rough.
Mhm.
And these shifty assassins. All right, then. Movement, action. No notable bonus actions. Yeah, that's it. Damn, I got hard countered.
Sorry. London,
Yep.
you are up.
Yeah, London's gonna walk his 30 feet straight towards them, and as he's walking, not breaking stride, reload the bow, shoot again. I think we might need to go sharpshooter because.
And who are you hitting?
I'm gonna go for this guy on the right.
Yep.
I don't know how much longer Tana's gonna last there, so let's risk the sharpshooter here. This will just be a normal roll. No.
Misses.
Just
As it
wide.
flies
Sorry,
right
Tanis. Yep. That's it for me.
Okay. Next in order is the Nightblade. Now, the Nightblade, I said, had this sort of eerie, sort of shadowy aura coming off of him. And he will take his dagger and stab it into you. And when he does, it's gonna hurt. If he hits. That is a 23 to hit.
Yes.
However, as long as the Nightblade is not incapacitated, hostile creatures within 5 feet gain vulnerability to piercing damage, unless they have resistance or immunity to such damage.
Recognize that mechanic.
Dude, all of these guys are exactly as they are in Baldur's Gate 3, on God. So you take 12 piercing damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down.
Very nice. You
Is
go down.
it?
Mm-hmm. You go down.
For who?
After
down.
that, the Nightblade will spend 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to make it there. As he runs up towards Ophelia, you feel this shadowy essence culminating over you as the assassin silently runs towards you, ninja style. All right, that is the Nightblade's turn. Next in the order is August.
So they're more concerned with the 4 active combatants rather than finishing off Tanis, right?
The Fists of Bane look like they're about to grab him and run.
All right. All right, yeah, just because the way the action economy is right now. I'm going to Healing Word Tanis.
Yep. That's good range.
Good
I gotta
job,
move
bro.
up a couple
Okay.
feet.
That's okay.
All right, 8 hit
Ooh,
points.
8. Nice.
Ooh, that's good.
That is good.
And then... So they have advantage on saving throws, so I will chill touch the one on the right.
Okay. What kind of... Oh, it's an attack roll.
For 9.
Nah, it misses.
And I'll just yell to Tanis, get out of there.
Yep. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Yep. Tanis, you're up.
Man, I use 15 feet to stand up,
Yep.
which leaves me with a whopping 15 feet of movement. Oh man, that is a hard decision to make. Even if I disengage, they're still gonna get to me anyways.
This is their turns next.
Could dodge, and that'll last through their turns.
That is a fair point.
Closer you get to us, the better, I think.
You ain't getting away from this assassin, hopefully, I'll tell you that much. Maybe. You might
I
beat
didn't
him
say-
down.
I didn't say I was going to get away from
You might beat him down. They're glass cannons. They hit hard, but they die easy.
Alright. I will do that. I will take the dodge action.
Okay.
To try to at least last another round till my allies can get in here.
Okay.
That's my action. Yeah, that is my turn then.
Okay. The fist of Bane with the helmet on, that's literally standing on the dead body of the Nightblade, will say, "Stay down, damn it!" And he's gonna move to flank. And it's gonna be flat rolls. So here comes a mace attack.
Come on, Tanis.
15?
15's a glancing blow.
Oh, 4 damage.
Okay.
So I will say, it appears as though they're trying to hit you to knock you out, but they don't really fucking care if you die. You know, like, they're supposed to knock you out, but these guys are cultists of the Dead 3, so they don't really give a flying fuck. The guy to the north is going to do the same. Mace. 13 misses.
That is a miss.
Ooh.
Or he tries to miss, but you dodge out of the way. That is the Fists of Bane's turn. Ooh. Yeah. Ophelia, you're up.
Okay.
This assassin is shadowy energy is coming off of him and onto you.
Yeah, maul attack on
Yes.
him immediately.
Yes.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Oh.
I think she sees Tanis goes down, like, with genuine fear for him. She is sprinting, like, full-ass sprinting to get to him. This guy runs up without breaking stride. She just, wham, smacks him off to the side without even stopping, just continue running towards Tanis.
Okay.
So she does that. She will run up there. Get into flanking and that's all she can do.
Okay. So you just, without losing a step, just knock this guy upside the head. It's not the strike of the maul that kills him. It's the slam onto the cobblestones as blood spills out all over the place. And you run up towards the Fist of Bane, who turns towards you to do battle with you. Then you are up.
Okay, let's see. You know what? Yeah, she's going to use her action to dash. Well, Healing Word is a bonus action, right? Yeah. So, action dash. Let's say right up to Tanis. And let's give him a Healing Word. Oh no! Cure Wounds is the one I have. So you gotta wait on it.
That's
so then, So then the other plan will commence. So. All right, and then she'll do. Yeah, I guess the only thing she really can do is a Ray of Frost on this guy.
Okay.
The fist that's closer to her.
Yep.
Let's get it.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Ooh.
That's the first damage this guy's taken.
All right, 7 cold, and
it crystallizes over him as he rolls his shoulder and it smashes. Ching!
Yeah, until the start of Vin's next turn, his speed is reduced by
10. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. Anything else?
I think that is it.
Okay, London, you're up.
Handy. London's going to move 30 more feet towards the fray. And rinse and repeat on the Ray of Frosted guy. We're going to see if we can get him with the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Come on. Nope.
Miss. It's a shitload of damage, dude.
Yeah. Well, when it hits, it's like the knuckle puck in D2.
No kidding.
I wanted to give you that advantage.
Yeah, bro, that fairy fire.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay. All the Nightblades are dead. August, you are up.
Yeah, I'll just start getting up here to give them more targets that aren't Tanis. And yeah, there's always the chance they can miss, but I can't.
Nice.
So I'll magic missile this dude.
Yep.
The wounded one, of course.
Yes. 11?
11.
Okay, he's still up, but he is far past bloodied. As you blast into his back with these bluish, they're blue, right? Blue fire?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bluish silver kind of color. They blast into his back. He boom, boom, boom. Well, he's facing Ophelia right now, actually, so it hits him in his shoulder, and he's like holding it. And you see him sort of look around like, maybe I don't have the whole tyranny hold on top of this as I did. If it was a Nightblade, it'd be different. This guy's more about subjugation. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Tanis.
All right. With the golden pendant wrapped around my left arm, I'm going to make a whipping motion. You'll see the chains fly off the dead Nightblade and over this guy in between me and Ophelia.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And as they wrap around his body, hopefully distracting him for a second, I'm going to lunge out at him with a long sword for 19 to
That
hit.
hits.
All right.
How do you want to do that?
Okay, there's the hex damage in there too, but
Yes.
if that kills him.
Yes, it does. How do you
As
want to do
this chain like wraps around him, momentarily distracting him, he looks down, he looks up just in time to see my sword run through his chest.
Oh god.
As I just rip it back out, he does that thing before he falls over.
Perfect.
And turn around and face this other guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just gonna get ready to run my sword through this guy next.
Cool. He's gonna get ready to run his friggin' thing through your head. So he was gonna run, but now he's pissed off. So, mace attack on Tanis. 22.
Yeah,
Just enough.
that's just enough to set me down again.
Okay, so
I turn around, I take a.
You're like, ah! You get fucking slammed. And he is going to grab you and start dragging you. 5, 10, 15 into the alley. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Ophelia, it is your turn.
All right. She's gonna say, "No, you fucking don't," as
Uh-huh.
she goes sprinting after him.
Okay.
Can she get to this square?
Yes. That row of 5 is just roof.
Okay.
So you can get to there. Yeah.
We'll get to there. For the other smite, not divine smite, thunderous smite, do I have to do that before it hits or after?
You have to
Before.
do it before. It's like a concentration thing. And if
Okay.
you do it, you lose concentration on your shield of faith.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a maul attack then.
Okay.
13.
That misses.
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay. Fuck me.
Natural 1 for a 7.
God
Yeah.
say no.
No, I mean, the 13 doesn't hit, so. That is a miss, unfortunately. Anything else?
Nope, she can't do anything else.
Okay. Vin, you're up.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, what can she do? Let me think about this for a moment.
Great soundtrack.
I
Oh
know,
man.
dude. I worked really hard on it. Like, I put in a couple more hours this past weekend.
It's sick.
Nope, Mage Hand won't work. I was really getting deep into. I'm just thinking of
What's in an
anything
explorer's pack again?
All right, what you got?
All
there,
right,
Vin?
all right. The best she can do is just Ray of Frost and slow this guy. I
All right,
think.
you would have to move to get a good view.
Yeah. She'll get closer. She is 30 feet, so right there.
Yeah, he's gonna have. No. The square Ophelia's in is actually clear, so yeah, you can see him from there. I say.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of want to give him a +2 to AC for.
You can do that if you want. I
cover.
mean,
I really think he has like half cover at least.
Yeah, and there's also Tanis and Ophelia in the way.
Yeah, I really am gonna. I'm gonna give him a +2 to AC. I'm sorry.
all right. Yeah, there's not much else she can do. Let's see.
Oh, that
Ooh.
hits.
All right.
You do some damage to him and it slows him.
He's a little slower now.
He is. And
Come on, Ophelia.
I was about to do
Finish him
something
off.
about that, but all right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
London, you're up.
All right, London's not fucking around. The spectral wings come out, so they propel him 30 feet as he leaps forward to like point blank range.
Okay.
And he's gonna line up this guy and look him dead in the eye. And sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Holy shit. That's a 9. Oh my god, an advantage.
misses.
Wow.
That misses also.
Yeah, that's statistically improbable. That's my turn.
All right. Next in the order is August.
Let's. Hold on. And 30 feet. I'm gonna reach down, grab Tanis.
Okay.
And use healing hands.
Okay.
4 hit points.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna save my last spell slot for in case this happens again.
Okay. All right. That is your turn, August. Tanis, breath comes back to you.
Well, I don't like getting slapped in the face with a mace. So I'm going to use my movement to... Am I grappled right now, technically?
Not technically.
Okay. Then I'll stand up. And I'm going to whip my golden chain... Oh, wait. Hex is a concentration spell.
Mm.
I didn't even think about that. I don't even think I had Hex on that last one anyways. But either way...
Anyways, yeah.
It didn't matter. I'm going to slash out at this guy.
Okay.
That's an 8. That was not supposed to be an advantage.
That misses.
Man.
Man, we are rolling bad. This is getting ugly here.
But I'm going to, I'll slash out at him, and I'm going to swear loudly as the blade does not find purchase.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. As his turn, he will disengage as an action and fucking run. But he doesn't
Damn
get too far because he is slowed with the ice.
Good job, Ben.
So he's not even bloodied
Oh,
yet.
good deal.
Are you guys going to try to chase him down and fight him in the street, or do you want to chase him down and catch him? Like, do you want to chase him down and kill him, or you want to chase him down and catch him?
I think
Those
the
are two different
plan
things.
was. I think the plan was to catch him, but that would be harder, presumably.
I'm going to leave it up to August in the heat of battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heat of battle. I don't want to risk him getting away. We just kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, Ophelia is 100% going to kill this guy.
All right.
Unless somebody stops her.
If that is the case, then we will just continue initiative. We're going to do that thing like we do when in the goblin chase thing, where it's like now a chase scene, but you can also attack him as you're running after him. Can we do that?
Mhm.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
movement is no longer really a thing. You're just now going to fight this guy on the run as he's throwing boxes behind him. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to describe it as a moving fight. Okay? All right, so that is his turn. Ophelia, you're up next. As this guy books it through the alley, cuts around a corner into the main thoroughfare. There's fucking this. It's not like midnight, right? There's still people out, and she's like booking it through the city streets. What would you like to do?
Stomping up behind him, she rears the hammer up, goes for a maul attack while they're running.
Okay. Yep.
That is a
18 to
terrifying
hit.
sight.
Yes. That hits.
That she's going to pump a divine smite into that
Okay.
for an extra 4 radiant, so 15 total.
Okay. He's still up. He's still up. He's booking it.
That is all she can do.
All right, you run, you kick off of like a stall. Some guy's like, my cabbages! And then you smash into this fist of Bane. His head lurches down. You see blood pouring out the back of his head. He holds it with his like gauntleted hand, his mace almost dropping to the side as he like runs through the street, blood pouring down his arm. Vin, you're up next.
All right. Yeah, she's further on in the back. I think Another ray of frost to keep
Okay.
the movement slowing
Movement
up
slowed?
as
Okay.
well as she can do. Don't worry, guys. We'll be level 3 soon enough. 16 to hit.
That just hits. However, it is enough. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, so Vin's getting like kind of locked in, right? Like she managed to hit him while he was like between Tanis and Ophelia in an alleyway.
Yeah, and now you're running.
So yeah, now she's running, but she manages like he's like we go through a few stalls, let's say like a marketplace or something, and he's cutting. He decides to change direction and cuts one way, and like right as he's like rounding over a building or stall or something. Vin just like stands her ground and kind of like you aim it slightly off so it'll hit on the trajectory.
Yeah, and that's
she
what we
gets
get,
him.
right? We get the shot behind Vin's hand as she's lining it
Leading
up.
the shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, bam, you fire it at him. Ice crystallizes over his back and sort of does that thing like Frozone type shit where it freezes the ground and up his back. And he is like frozen there for a minute. And then the ice slowly thaws and he falls dead to the ground. People are like, oh my God! And begin to flee.
Face plants to death.
Yeah, citizens
Flaming
begin
Fist
fleeing.
official business. Return to your homes.
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Doors start closing and they're like, oh fuck. But we are out of initiative. As you guys have defeated the people that were trying to kill Tanis.
Tanis, are you alright?
Oh, fuck me. I have 3 broken ribs, a contusion on the back of my head. My arm's kind of feeling saggy. Fuck.
Hold on. Come here, Tanis.
London will try and help him, or
Yeah.
like steady him so Ophelia can.
Yeah, you
actually
guys have
tend
to like
him.
walk back a little bit, right? Because you're separated a little bit now.
She will pump 10 lay on hands into him.
Okay.
All right, Tanis.
Would have been a whole lot worse if you weren't right there.
Yeah, trying to keep up best we could. But
No, that's fine. Something was off. Those weren't just normal ruffians. Sorry, it hurts to breathe a little bit. That Vespa guy that brought me here. I don't know. Something was off about him from the start. More than just normal, I'm gonna murder you in a dark alleyway, normal. When they started attacking, it was like, I felt some weird sensation.
I felt it too. Some sort of creeping darkness as I got close to one of them.
Does anyone recognize these symbols? The black fist they seem to be adorning here.
I don't want to overstep, but we know who that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wait,
symbology
identified that-
has already been
she-
identified, so
Yeah.
we're in the clear on that. The
That's,
2 Nightblades are Ball worshippers, and the 2 Fists of Bane are Bane worshippers.
Oh, I thought it was like a spiky glove.
I have better art on the Patreon. If you guys want to check out the Patreon at some point.
But yeah, like the Black Fist of Bane is imagery.
There's like
That's
it's like a
something.
the one I really like is the one on the Patreon that's like a triangle hand. That's the best one I found, and I think that's the one that's like canon in my mind.
So this is clearly Cult of Dead 3 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
would think
so.
so.
I think instead then London would say something like, do we think this truly is the cult or some other malevolent force killing under the guise of the Cult of the Dead 3?
Well, I guess they forgot to invite Merkel for this one.
When Vespa, you said that when he looked at me, he like had this big smile on his face.
Yeah.
Was that just like, I'm about to kill you smile, or was it like, it wasn't like anything unnatural, like no like big...
Nah,
Okay.
not quite.
Okay.
He was just super stoked to do murder.
His favorite activity. He's a
I mean,
ballist.
yeah, he's looking for a ball. That's his favorite thing in the world to do.
Hopefully, it's going to dig through the body that she killed.
Yep.
See if there's
You
anything interesting.
you rummage through. You find nothing of note beside a dagger and this symbol on his chest of ball, basically.
Yeah, it's the same for the others.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have anything like on them. The one guy that tried to kill Tanis, Vespa, he's wearing normal dude's clothes. He just has like a crooked, fucked up looking dagger. Non-magical or anything. It's just a ceremonial kind of dagger thing.
Suppose Zodge will be wanting an update then, eh? Gauntlet Elderfire?
If I don't mean to speak for you, Gauntlet, but I will point out that if these cultists don't drag my limp body within a certain amount of time, our cover is certainly blown. No one wants to retire for the night more than I, but we lose our advantage if we don't press.
Press on to where?
Golden Horn.
I want to break down doors more than anyone else, but I don't think we're in any condition to go into a lair of these people.
Leave it to you, Constant Elderfied. It's not without risk. I myself is fine, but imagine the minute we go to that tannery, we're going to be in for the battle of a lifetime.
Find out quickly, and the whole point of this was so that we could get close to it. But yeah, if somebody gets knocked out again, I can bring them back once. That's it.
I don't have any of my powers of faith right now. I need to go and pray for a little while.
I will note, a resource that you may not know about, do have access to, is that the Eastway Fist Station does have a small supply of healing potions. They are not just like fucking everybody gets a healing potion, here's a healing potion, you get a healing potion, you get a healing potion. There is a sort of limited, he can give you a certain amount, but that is a resource that you haven't, maybe you didn't know about.
Gotta fill out paperwork for it, you gotta pay a fee for it.
Maybe not a fee, but yes.
It's taxpayers' dollars hard at work. If we don't press, we lose every advantage we have. They'll know we're coming, they can reinforce, they can move, they could uproot the operation.
Not one to shirk from a fight, if that's your orders. August.
I think we have to make the attempt. It's... yeah, there's the chance we fail regardless, so... trying now if we do succeed now. Because we can catch them off guard. We're not going to get another chance like this.
How far away from the tannery?
Not very far at all, actually.
Yeah, we're in Brampton.
You're in Brampton now. Yeah, you're like right. You're near the Y and on the Eastway, but kind of like this weird sort of patch of stuff over here, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I think
wait, you're not on the map. Sorry.
It is worth maybe taking an hour running back to the east side station, getting what resources we can, because I can't. I can only heal one more time.
I will not be able to protect you, Tanis, like before.
That's alright. I mean,
Yeah, Tanis doesn't
Maybe.
give a fuck. He's like, I could take an hour and I'll be fucking good as new.
Yeah.
Warlock,
Fucking
baby.
warlock.
Fucking warlocks.
Yeah, honestly, if Tanis wants to hang out here, take a short rest, we take an hour, go get a bunch of potions, and meet back here. Is that viable?
I'd feel much better about it.
Feel like an hour sounds reasonable. Also, Vin does have the cure wounds still. She's got most of her spell slots.
Okay, so that's the plan. Run to the Eastway, grab what potions you can, meet Tanis back in Brampton. Well, why don't you all go together?
So Tanis can take a short rest.
Oh, because he can't just like be traveling all along with you.
Yeah, I mean he's still wounded and he used his spell slots. So
Yeah, I would be fine staying here.
I can stay with Tanis.
Okay.
That's good.
in worst case, you go into your necklace and we just carry that with us while you rest.
That's fair, but I'll be fine if trouble comes. London and I can risk escape.
Okay.
Okay.
So the plan is go to the Eastway, pick up what potions you can, meet back with Tanis after a short rest, and Tanis in London, and then you're going to Goldenhide.
Yeah, I think so.
As you part ways, the camera pans at the group of you walking down the alley. It pans over at Tanis, beaten up, all fucked up. Pans over at London. Pans up to the moon. And we end the session there.